So, to whoever's tuning in, welcome to the, I don't know, probably first, long-standing Hour of Twilight Tessiro collab event. We're running Immaterial and Missing Power. I am Ben from Finland. My only defining personality trait is playing the character Remilia Scarlet. And with me is...
Hi, it's Mauve. I made Rollcaster.
Yeah. Alright, so... I do believe we should be kicking off our tourney real quick. Let me just see if we get audio. We do. Alright. So... I do believe our first streamed game is going to be my own, so we can get that out of the way, and after that we can start streaming something more interesting. So, please excuse the slightly hacky setup. This was a So, the first match on stream is going to be me versus Zephiel, and from there on out, we're going to be streaming certain hand-picked games as we go along, from winners, losers. We have a few hours to our tourney, and we have roughly 16, 17 participants, so I think we should get a lot of stream games in.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent amount we got going in here. And interesting lineup, too. A lot of names I'm not familiar with these days.
Yeah, I definitely don't recognize a lot of these. But that is entirely fine. Alright, so... Alright, let me just... update our scoreboard while I do everything else real quick. Alright, I'm gonna go on mute and deafen, so Mauve's gonna have the honor of jumping in cold alone for the first game. I'll see you after matches.
Because I'm half asleep because it's 7 a.m. here.
Perfect. I'll see you after the matches.
Can you not hear me speaking? So I just spoke into thin air for a while. Cool. Well, that's fine. You can just hear me talking about it. I'm just going to do explanation stuff. Okay, we good now? Yeah, the game is a little off-center here when it comes to the stream. There we go. So, Vermilion and Patchouli. This is arguably one of the worst matchups in the entire game for Patchouli. If you don't know this matchup, it is really rough. Patchouli does not have a lot of options for keeping Vermilion out. She can do a lot of damage if she gets a good setup going, but it's pretty difficult, and Vermilion can just kind of ignore a lot of her bullets. Decent job keeping Vermilion out here. Empty's up. For Patchouli, you gotta be willing to fight up close. You gotta know how to use her normals. You can't play at range for the whole match. Lots of tornadoes. Tornadoes are your friend. But if you're not familiar with doing lots of low air, instant air stuff, you're gonna have a bad time on this fight. So in this game, to use supers, you have to declare, and you gain meter throughout the match before you do that. Declaring also recovers your red health, which means you basically have to do it at some point or another. There's a lot of tension on leading up to the point where you are doing the declare period, because you gotta find room to do it, and it's not always safe. Patchouli's using a ranged bullet attack for her super, which is not super ideal for this, but it works. It's hard to get it set up on Vermilia because she's just so fast. Frames. Vermilion in this game is kind of like a fusion of Street Fighter 2 Bison, like Dictator, and Dimitri from Darkstalkers. She's got Cradle, she's got this forward dash can just kind of like scissor kicks. Wow, that frame rate went to shit. What happened there? Vermilia's actually not as strong as she looks. We thought she was top tier for a long while, but she's kind of fallen off as the years have gone on. The main reason for that is that she's very fixed range on her attacks. She has the weirdest air dash where she can't like cancel immediately. She has to have a fixed range on when she can start. Oh, there's Selena. Selena is invincible on startup, so it's good as a reversal. Yeah, Vermilia's fallen off. Top 3 nowadays is Marissa, Sakia, Alice. Boy, that frame rate looked pretty rough near the end there.
Yeah, I don't know where the frames went there. I was hoping I could like wait it out and see if they'd fix, but
Oh well.
Well,
Par
yeah.
for the course, really.
I guess that's kind of what happens with cross-region. All right, so
yeah, sometimes the ping just gets worse mid-match, and it doesn't automatically adjust, so you gotta bump it up yourself.
Yeah.
Someday I need to go back and fix that.
I thought you were never asking me about netplay again, the guy, or
just for this game. Only this game.
Understandable. Round three is looking like a classic for me. It's gonna be me versus Dollar after a few streamed matches, after we get clear through round 2.
Okay, who's next?
If we're not getting any winners matches in here, I think we should be looking at losers catching up. I'm sorry, my only other character is Sakuya.
Sakuya is almost as bad perpetually.
Yeah, I guess Sakuya can just die easier, though, isn't that right? Like Patch can explode harder on her.
Something like that, yeah, but Sakuya has really good graze moves, which makes it kind of a problem, and the speed of Sakuya's bullets is a real issue for Perpetually.
Fare and Dash 3Ace feel like they just kind of break a lot of the matchup. It appears round 1 Decorabia versus Aesthetic Smudge is doesn't seem to be happening at this rate. Smudge also does not seem to be in either Discord.
That's weird. Just signed up and ran, I guess.
All right. All right. Well, yeah, just a bit of tourney logistics going on. We'll get something. We'll get a game going on stream fairly soon. And if not, we'll do Zephiel and Chiru in losers. Hopefully with a bit of a better connection. Patch, I feel, is very netplay unfriendly, just execution-wise.
Well, if the frame rate's stable, it's good, but
yeah.
I don't know why, but it's looking like it's a lot more unstable than it used to be. I'm not sure if it's connections or if there's something weird going on with how it interacts with the latest Windows. I don't know.
Yo, M3 in the chat. Yeah. My hero as well.
Yep. I think Japan's watching or trying to watch because we're not doing much here.
Yeah. They are hungry for IaMP, and IaMP they shall have. Void and Garnfield are unfortunately already mid-match, so I feel like it would be a good game, but I don't know about catching up. From round one, I can tell Kuriz beats Chiru at the very least by virtue of matchup. At the very least, obviously.
There he is.
Alright, apparently Kuriz and Shimatora have finished, which leads up to round 3 with Freudia. It's a familiar name. Yeah. Unfortunately, apologies for the stream being a little slow. Round 2 kind of started off immediately. Games are long and people aren't sure. Okay, let's do. All right, we're doing Kuriz versus Freudia on stream. All right, we're heading straight to round 3.
Okay.
All right. This should be a fairly good game. Kuriz plays Suika. Freudia has several characters. I'm probably reading Reimu, I would say, at this point.
Yeah, Reimu or Yukari are the bets I'm taking here.
Yeah. And I would, yeah. Either is about as likely, really. What's your take on what's your take on either of their matchups against Suika?
It's slightly Reimu advantage if the Reimu knows the matchup. If the Reimu does not know the matchup, then it's Suika advantage, basically.
All right. From what I understand,
Reimu can keep Suika out pretty well, and it's one of those matchups where, like, Reimu can just stall it out for as long as she likes if she really wants to. And that's bad for Suika, because Suika needs to just do a billion damage as quick as she can.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going
All
Yukari.
right. You are right. All right. So, what's the verdict?
I feel like this is an even matchup overall. It's kind of anyone's game once Declare happens. Basically.
Well, yeah. Ran is kind of the great equalizer. Right now, Freudia playing a little high up, kind of just out of reach of Suika. That's pretty smart. All right, the patented Suika dash B coming out, playing around it pretty well. I like that. I like that already.
The main thing Yukari wants to do is just not get stuck into set play loops here.
Yeah. Being pretty conservative with Spirit, that's good. Making sure not to drop below 60 is a pretty good thing, having to block Suika. Nice jump 2A.
Yukari being able to just basically anti-air with 6B or like just 2B is very, very good for her in this matchup, because she can just keep Suika from jumping in very easily, which keeps a lot of cross-up shenanigans out of the way.
Yeah. All right, let's get our scoreboard updated. There we go. So far pretty even life-wise. No real bomb spent. Can't really say any kind of resource advantage. Freudia playing a pretty good runaway here. Nice jump 2B, but Kuriz notices. There's enough time to 2B that, but still, like, winning out the exchanges slowly but surely. Not really a lot going in here yet, and Freudia already on 3 stocks at like roughly half health. No declares happened yet. This is paving the way for a pretty intense Ran declare, I'd say. But there's the bomb for the kill. Doesn't even declare Ran. Okay, cool.
Well, if you're not familiar with the IaMP's bomb system, you basically get... It functions as either a roaming cancel, you can cancel an attack into it for more damage, or you can do a defensive to get them off you. And you basically get 1 every 4 knockdowns unless you get counter hits on bullets.
Yeah.
Because people also convert into point items. But otherwise you need 4 knockdowns to get a bomb back, and it counter resets if you use a bomb, so you want to just... If you're down to no bombs like Yukari is right now, it's going to be kind of hard to get them back.
Yeah. You kind of have to pool. You kind of have to pool. You can't really bomb in between collections. But alright, some pretty good play from Kurz so far. Nice dash unders. It's a pretty notoriously fat dash.
I'm actually surprised that works, because Yukari's outstretched hand is a hitbox when she dashes in this game, and it's the worst thing.
Oh no. Okay, nice, nice. Gets a pretty random Tombstone Crush, but that's pretty good. Kurz air tech.
We're not getting a lot of knockdowns on... There we are, there's one. Yukari needs to be getting those knockdowns in to get point items back, otherwise this is going to be a problem. Once Tsuika gets some pressure on, gets a chance to, like, Yukari does not have a reversal attack in this game.
Yeah.
At all. She has no invincible moves. It's all hitbox shenanigans with her, and that's a real problem when she gets cornered and stuff.
And bomb can be DP'd against too, like, as just the sequence, just horizontal DP works out against it. Kurz pretty brave not taking that declare. Okay, that's a pretty brave declare.
I don't know. There we go.
Chain 2 though. Okay, chain 2. So no great equalizer rock 2. All right, that's still pretty good. That's still a pretty good answer. You really want to.
Chain lands. It's bad news for Yukari, but
yeah, you really want to drain in this matchup.
If I were Tsuika right now, I'd be fishing for backdash into super cancel probably.
Yeah, probably. All right, nice jump 2As though, getting out of these weird angles from Freudia. And Kurz trying to dash B. It's not frame 1 graze.
Nope.
All right, ran and ran. Double chain. So that's game 1 going to Freudia. Fix that real quick. Nice, good conversion off the counter hit 6B. Finds a pretty good position after that tech. No guard break from that. Was looking like a pretty scary sequence for a moment. Oh,
yeah, that's a hard one to convert off of due to the angle she hit at.
Right, right. But Kurz bulldogging a lot. Gets out from being given a bit of space.
Yeah.
Kind of spirit conservative here. Freudia does not take the crush.
Likes to just kind of bully with Tsuika a lot, which kind of works sometimes, but it also backfires.
Yeah,
a lot of the time too.
Pretty unfortunately volatile. Nice 6B under the dash.
When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't.
Good block on the 2-2B. No O-bomb after the 2-2B. Interesting. Probably Tsuika's worst option, I'd say. Maybe 2-2A. All right, just bombs them off. Get some kunais in, get that declare. That's cool. A lot of spirit, 4 stocks of Ran to go. So, all right, nice 5A anti-air.
You only really need to hit Ram once, so this is going to be a problem.
Well, there goes one of them. That wasn't really...
That's not good.
No, it's okay. Barely staying uncrushed. Okay. Good spirit management from Freudia here.
Oh, there we go.
Defensive bomb, and... Oh, there we go. Nice jump 2A, beating out. Okay, no more stocks of Ran, but there is no rock. There's no rock, so he can actually frame trap through that. I think Kurz could maybe have backdash cancelled, but I'm not sure. I think 5B might have too much active to backdash cancel 2A probably. Nice low profile again. Alright, Freudia again getting out of the weird angles really well.
Yeah, Ran spam is pretty much how Yukari lives in this game, honestly. She's not a super great character without Ran, but when that comes out, that's a huge equalizer for pretty much any matchup. It's amazingly strong.
Here comes the Tombstone Crush again, but that 2-2A is a pretty painful thing to look at. Alright. Gets a 6B counter hit, but no conversion this time. I think Kurz is dead off of this, assuming no drop, of course.
I drop that one all the time, so I don't blame him. Blame him for doing that too.
Yeah, I tried this character a few times, and I'm not really entirely sure what to be looking for. Alright, nice. Again, spacing away from the dash B. Ooh, that was scary. That could have been chain right there. should really be careful with the 5A checks up close with that declare up.
I'm not a huge fan of chain because it's kind of hard to get connect on. It's basically a round winner if you get it, but it's a pretty big if on good players.
And you lose the utility Rock has as a reversal, and the damage potential too, right?
Yeah.
Like chain 1 is definitely good.
You can't
though.
really use stand A against Suika because Suika is just low profile.
Yeah. And any low profile hit with that declare is just loss. Alright, still barely alive, but this is looking pretty grim for Kurz. There's 5 stocks of Ren, undeclared still, and the jump 2B coming down is over. Alright, alright, it's over.
Well, level 2 Dunk is good, but level 2 is missing purple power is actually is very situational against some characters. Like you can actually pick that against Alice feasibly, and it will work.
Mailing, but you know that's kind of a joke matchup.
You can pick anything against Mailing.
Yeah, especially like with Suika. Okay, so I'm gonna DQ Smudge at this rate if Smudge doesn't show up, and then we can get more of round 3 on the way. Alright, well Sucker goes in the server, so I'm not DQing instantly. But Smudge we have not gotten a hold of, so I am advancing Decarabia. And we will be having Decarabia from round 1 versus round 2 versus... how do I DQ? It's okay, I'll just advance whichever opponent.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, alright. So Decarabia takes round 2 by virtue of absence, and Garmfield takes losers round 2 by virtue of opponent absence.
I reminded of a tournament I saw recently where the same person got second and third place because they disqualified the guy who got second.
Nice. Alright, Void has a host up. Now Void is something of a fairly familiar face to me. I believe him and his Suika are my most played matchup at this point in the entire game. 8 buffer cross region. Let's go.
Ooh, oh boy.
Alright, let's center the stream. Gotta get that hacky solution. Thank you, OBS. Thank you, Tessiro. And we got Void on first on the player 1 slot. We got Decarabia Patchouli on player 2. Void sticking with his Suika all the way. Understandable.
Interesting matchup because Patchouli and Suika basically cannot really counteract each other. Oh my god, those frames. Okay, now it's
61, 51, 61. Okay. We got a solid 61 here.
The basic thing about this matchup is that neither can cancel out each other's bullets here, so they both kind of take up space on their own. They can't really stop it.
Yeah. Suika's bullets don't really interact, and Suika doesn't really have to interact with Patch's bullets, so it kind of ends up being a...
Yeah, it's
pretty
Suika is obviously better when she gets close in, but Patchouli can definitely control space better than Suika can. Suika kind of is much more defensive overall. The big problem for Patchouli in this matchup is the black holes, which can kind of move Patchouli around, and it's not something she can deal with.
Really can't counteract the force movement with Patch's own fatty movement. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Ooh, scary! Almost gets in the far A loop, but Decarabia not really greedy enough in forcing that. It's okay. Sunfares gets tagged by a C bullet though. That's a lot of Void playing Disruption really well at Dash 3A max range. Dash 3A overall a really good button. Decorabi is staying up high. Comes down with a charge jump B. You can't challenge that, so Void gets out of the way. Very good. Void plays both of these characters, to my knowledge, to some level. Suik obviously has main, so I don't think there's certain matchup knowledge things that would get him. Decorabi, I do not know of.
Pretty much, you just want to use standard Suika tactics, and you want to keep your black holes going so that Patchouli can't get her stuff out ways she wants it to.
From what I do know, Void really does not like the black hole for some reason.
I don't know why, because it's really, really strong against particularly Alice and Patchouli.
Yeah. Just the specific spacing
for Alice, 'cause it screws up all of her ranges.
Yeah. Alright, catches the backdash with the classic 5C horizontal. He's running Royal Flare. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, and IaMP, the most dangerous part for any character is the transition from and to ground. Like, if you're just like half a character above ground, that's the most dangerous place to be.
Yeah, it's all about that pre-landing.
There's a lot about this game that's about trapping that particular part of the game. Oh, we still got Royal Flare.
Okay, cool. And there's the punish for Royal Flare. Alright, yeah. Royal Flare is not a good spell, by the way. Like, to my understanding, Royal Flare is really not a very good spell.
Royal Flare is very situational. It can be good, but it's mostly... Basically, if you want to play at max range, you want to make sure they don't jump off the ground. Because if they jump off the ground at max range, you get a free flare on them, and it's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah. And I mean, against Giant, you know, it's free. Against Missing Power. But that's a bit of a specific situation, especially since you really just want chain.
I would always choose Selena, because Selena is just incredibly good.
Yeah, 4-frame reversal, 2A confirm into 4K, you just can't really go wrong with it.
Philosopher's Stone has its moments, but it only works if you got a matchup where you can really pressure the opponent, and some characters can just graze you forever.
You really just can't pressure.
Bonk.
Suika's one of those characters, you just can't pressure her, really. Same thing with, I'd say maybe... What's your take on Stone versus Marisa, or is that Selena too?
Which ones again?
Marisa. Level 2 spell for patch.
Oh, Marisa, there's really no contest. You want to take the balls. They are incredibly good.
Oh, so you take Stone. Okay.
Yep. For Marisa, you can just confirm it off of anything into massive damage, and basically any angle too. Like you get an anti-air, you get 4K damage. Like,
no, I mean for patch against Marisa.
Oh, Patchouli against Marisa. I think you want Selena pretty much always. You're not getting a whole lot out of Philosopher's Stone.
Alright. Yeah. Makes sense. Marisa's too fast, too volatile. You don't want to give her the space.
Yeah,
alright, the declare's over.
It just takes Marisa like one good hit to screw you over, and then you have to get another Philosopher's Stone out, and it's just, if you do that, you're going to be pressured again. It's just not worth it.
Also, out come the black holes, finally. Ooh.
They don't seem to be too necessary. This seems pretty in the bag at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you can't count out Patch. Definitely one of the more explosive characters in the game. Unfortunately, kind of comes at the price of being one of the least consistent characters in the game.
Sometimes it feels like whether or not Patchouli wins is not really up to the Patchouli player.
Well, yeah, could be. Like against Patch, she doesn't really kill you. You just kind of die yourself against her. All right, that's a good conversion though. With some crystals, maintaining decent screen space here. But he gets bonked by the jumpy. Unfortunate there. Nice, good movement. Kind of resetting neutral there. Nothing happening in that exchange. Alright, nice 2C into nothing. That's gauging actions. Nice. Lloyd gets his bombs back. Not sure if he even used them so far. Nice stagger on the babies. Dangerous.
Patchouli having no bombs and no meter right now is a real bad situation.
Yeah, this is
Suika just
very bad.
Every way of taking advantage of both of those. I'm not super feeling that close range fire punch. I feel like you should be going for stomp a fair bit more.
I guess more 6B might work out. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Patch has like a... Doesn't Patch have like a slower climbing super jump? It might counter hit it later too. Okay, 2A. And jump.
That works. That works.
Alright, that's another cross-region game done with. So maybe we'll start seeing some better connections. Alright, I am DQing. Sammy is already playing with Azul, which is good. I am DQing Sakurako as well. So Azul wins by virtue of being present. Alright. And Nishi is advanced as well. So, round 3, Sammy and Azul seem to be playing. I think...
Spell cards, they vary a lot, but good players will get very good use out of them, and you do not want to be facing time stop, ever, for any reason.
Alright, I
Sakia
suppose
is
it's
a
me versus...
terrifying opponent in this game, just because of time stop.
I suppose it's me versus Dollar, the classic. Anyone who's seen me active in the IaMP Discord will know I will never stop complaining about playing against Marisa. I know the Remy Marisa matchup is theoretically supposed to be even, really. It just feels extremely volatile.
It actually says that it is Marisa advantaged slightly.
5.5 or something?
Something like that, almost entirely because of JB. Because Remelia doesn't really have a good option against it.
Yeah. Yeah, no more Deafen this time. Yeah, this is definitely qualified IaMP Discord classic matchup. Yo, we got 60 viewers? Hello?
Not sure how that happened.
I gotta host more events, far more views. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So, let me get up the game. Let me center the game. This is a certified Hood Classic. There we go. And make sure I don't fumble the scoreboard this time. Remember. And I'm gonna be mute, so Remy versus Marisa,
right.
Let's go. I should also mute the stream mic.
This matchup is... Marisa is kind of the closest thing this game has to like a standard Shotokan type character from like Street Fighter. She's got a Shoryuken, she's got pretty standard bullets, she's got really stubby normals. Like, she does not have a lot of range on those normals. And Puffball that's basically her Hodoken. The Puffball is, whatever you think the hitbox is for that, it's bigger than you think it is. It's just this gigantic square that covers most of the screen. And she wants to be aiming those at the ground if she can, because it gives her a lot of cover since you basically have to graze through that. You don't have a choice. This matchup is kind of not good for Remelia because Remelia has fixed range dashes and she can't just attack in the air where she wants to. And if Marisa's in the right... Marisa can just kind of fly right into her with JB or JA or whatever. There's not a whole lot she can do about it. Like, if you see right now, Remelia is just having a tough time getting a decent, clean entry. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, you should see the hitbox for that thing. It is hilarious. Oh, that could have been a decent conversion, but didn't quite make it. Marisa's broom is one of those things that it should theoretically be one of the easiest things to block in the game, but it is not that easy to block. It's her high-low crush. Basically, the number one thing you want against Marisa is you do not want to get counter hit. And she has a lot of moves that are really good at counter hitting you if she nails you in the right angle. And it hurts a lot if she hits it. Marissa's damage is generally not that super great outside of counter hits or unless she gets a good JB air-to-air hit. Like, that could have been something big. Yeah, a good Remilia player is a terror. She's got really good buttons. Her main thing is that her graze is kind of not great, and not having a normal dash can be a real liability in certain matchups. Okay, we're both past declare period, so no one's getting any more spell cards. And backdash right into it, the classic. Everyone's done that sometime. So one thing in this game is that, unlike Soku, most characters do not have melee moves that hit upwards. Remilia is one of the few characters that actually does. Her JB hits up and then hits down. That's the kick that she does in midair. And that's actually a problem for some characters because they're not used to being able to be challenged from below. Yomu she's like mid-high tier. She can be really strong in the right hands. She has very fast lurching movement. Like, she can just advance really fast when she wants to. And she's got strong set play, and she has some incredibly strong combos on air counter hits. Elbow is also an absolute terror. The hitbox on that is just ridiculous. That is the classic Marissa just smash you against the corner combo. You do not want to air tech that if you can avoid it. Okay, you can just surf Masterful Spark like that if you air block it. You can actually immediately air block that if she starts it when you're on the ground, and it just doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't think we have any meleeing players. Sorry. Yeah, Yomu has a command grab, the only one in this game, and she can basically do some real corner shenanigans if she gets you there. But really, her bread and butter is getting serious counter hit damage off of mid-screen air-to-air. Oh, Cheromura is a melee? Oh, that's cool. Zangief is Yuyuko. I won't hear otherwise. Yuyuki lives on. So Amelia can do a lot of damage off that JB loop if she lands it. It's kind of situational, but because she can hit on the way up, unlike other characters, she can loop that over and over with her hops. Oh, Sibyl, Kiru Yomu is a beast. Like, somehow Japan has a Yomu player that is just unreal now at this point. So everyone hates Yomu now. You can't do that off the knockdown hit. You have to do it off the low, something that pops up. Core Aries is very, very, very good in this game. Like, really good. If you use it properly, you can just nail 4k damage off of any random ass hit. Okay, good fight, good fight. Because pressure is not as strong in this game, you tend to value conversion more than anything else in this game. And so the spell cards that can convert off of stuff more effectively or easier than other spell cards, you are going to want to use those a lot more than you would in other games. Because corner pressure really is not that strong in this game. It's not that difficult to get out. Yeah, see? You're basically playing a game of chicken and frame traps instead of any kind of hard pressure. Skills is just really, really good. Just going back and forth here right now. I think they're both trying to wait each other out right now. Neither of them really wants to challenge each other during this. Master Spark does a crap ton of damage if it catches you, and Romilia does not want to get hit by that, so she's probably just going to try to wait out the timer instead of going for anything else. Like that, basically. That's really the downside of Master Spark. It's difficult to land, but if you had all the time in the world, you would definitely land it, but you don't. Whoop. Not a safe landing. And if you're wondering, yes, Marissa's the broom that smacks from up to down, that hitbox is ridiculous. It will swat you out of the air from a mile away. The score is 1-0 Romilia right now, which just hasn't been updated yet, that's all. Consistently so, but yes. Look at all those JBs. It's just never ending. Romilia does not have a good answer to that, so if she just keeps doing that, it's going to be a lot of trouble. Oh, there's Spear. Spear steals whole matches just by itself. It combos off of just about any hit and does 3 to 4k. It also does massive amounts of chip damage and basically everything. Boom. You can't hang out low air against that. Zombie has stolen so many matches off me with that spell card. I'm not even joking. Like, it's infuriating. Ooh, that was good. I haven't seen that one before. I actually don't think I see too many combos off of Broom Ride into O-Bomb in general, honestly. Yeah, Void, Ben's exploded. The sun is finally out here. I'm West Coast US, so it's real early in the day here. I mean, that's a difficult angle to confirm off of. I've tried to do that. It's rough. Oof, that's gonna hurt. Like I said, you do not want to get counter hit against Marissa in this match, in basically any matchup. Every counter hit hurts like hell. Your number one goal when fighting Marissa is to just to not get counter hit. Everything else doesn't hurt too much, but getting counter hit, you're just gonna get hurt real bad. So Marissa JA, the thing where she just kind of swats downwards the little orb in front of her, that is a melee attack, and it's active for like a billion frames. It just keeps going for the entire duration she's down, and it does counter hit. So you'd want to be real careful when Marissa's above you, because that is just guaranteed gonna hit you if you're rising up against it. You basically cannot challenge Marissa when she's falling downwards because of it. You like that. Marissa doesn't have any bombs now, though, which might be a problem for her. No, she got one back. She's good. Yep. JB in action again. That's a classic. Vermilion can actually go completely through your character on that dash. It's kind of it's a common newbie destroying trick, honestly. But it's very good at going through the Shoryuken sometimes. Oop, didn't quite get the tech punish there. Gotta actually confirm when they do it. You can delay the techs in this game and you're invincible until the tech lands. And so if you just kind of do it on habit, you do not... Oh, oops, that's gonna hurt. So there's a fun fact in this game is that Yomo is the only character with a different air tech. She's actually 2 frames faster than everyone else, and it breaks everyone else's air tech punishes. I'm not even kidding. Ooh. So you want to wait until Master Spark completely disappears before you punish it, because the hitbox is actually completely there the whole damn duration. IaMP uses... basically, it uses Guilty Gear style notation. If you look at the Japanese stuff, like you got punch, kick, special. That's 2 on Marissa.
I'm moderately upset, but only moderately. It was a good game.
Yep.
Oh well.
Just how it goes against Marissa sometimes.
Oh well. Good shit. Can't say anything else really. I feel like as a player evaluation, I would say Dollar is like very, I'd say intuitively good. Like I'm honest, like I honestly think if Dollar thought more, he'd be worse, basically. But he thinks just the right amount, and it makes him good. All right. Coming up is another IaMP Discord team kill. Wonderful. Oh boy. We got Freudia Void. We got Sammy versus Dollar. We got me versus Garmfield. Oh boy. Okay. So
matchups.
I think let's have Freudia versus Void next. Or we should wait for top 8. Actually, yeah. That's actually... Yeah, let's catch up. Okay. It'll be me versus Garmfield. And, if I lose, I'll be here for the rest of the stream. And if I don't, well... we're still streaming everything from here on out.
Oh, then.
All right.
I get to have a sore throat.
My hands are shaking, very cold. Perfect timing. Hosting. Oh. Already getting horribly confused at what's supposed to be happening next. Should really just take a drink.
That's why experienced tournament organizers are a thing.
Yeah.
It's not easy to keep it all balanced.
TOing ain't easy. And I'm barely doing it. Okay. Or sitting around pre-top 8, and Deka versus Chiro are going to be next. So Deka playing Suika? Yeah? No, Deka plays Patch. Chiro plays Suika. So we're going to be seeing a repeat of Void versus Deka, except with better ping and possibly a different playstyle. Alright, once they hit up the host... After that, it will be... Oh! Chiro plays Mailing, actually. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
That's actually not a terrible matchup for Mailing, all things considered.
That's what I understand, too. Like, Mailing, like, for all of how bad she is, like, she's really fast and has good graze, right? Like, really fast, good graze, fast tech. That's a pretty good shopping list against Patch.
Fast and lots of good grazing moves. And strong pressure in the corner. It's hard. You can't just wind off easily.
Yeah, really not. Okay, let's center the game real quick. Get these ugly borders out of the screen. All right, we're going. We are in there. So, I'm in. I'm not sure if you're in.
I'm spectating.
All right.
Right now.
Let's hit it. All right, patch mailing. What would you say this is? Like 5.5 patch? For as much as numbers then.
Perfectly even, honestly.
Huh. Okay.
Which is kind of weird, given that mailing has like no damage, but
and patch is like the second highest damage.
Keeping mailing off her.
Yeah. Mailing can't. Patch really can't escape. Like Mailing has this weird frame trap where she has like the fastest jab in the game and a 0 on blocks force situation. which
That's
equates
frame rate.
into a practically unescapable frame trap. And Patch can't really contest that frame data wise or like reversal wise because wind kinda lets her just. Mei Ling doesn't commit to that as much, like enough to be pushed out by wind. It's a lot of jumping from Shiro here, but okay, I just want to see more dash right now. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Yep, there it goes.
Nice
It
conversion. Good loops, good loops. Good loops, 1500
Yep,
damage.
again.
That's peak damage for Mei Ling. Oh, but here
Yeah,
comes.
Mei Ling damage in this game is really sad.
It's terrible. It's absolutely garbage.
Like, there were discussions back in the day about allowing the damage handicap setting to work for her and only for her.
I think level 4 Mei Ling would be decently balanced. Maybe. Level 5 would be overboard.
There was a Japanese tournament once where everyone played on level 5.
Yeah, I saw
It was
that one.
hilarious.
I saw that one. It was great. The one where Yomu just kills off one counter hit jump A. Ooh, this is going to
Yep.
be peak damage. Or a drop, sure. Alright. There's kill's not going to be happening here since it's miscree. Mei Ling very positionally dependent for damage on top of starters. Mutual declare here. Patch a little ahead, but
Okay,
that
so
doesn't really matter.
You got Elemental Harvester on Patchouli's side. That gives
That's
her
a
an
good
actual
choice.
real reversal attack that could hurt. Yeah, like
Yeah.
this.
It only beats physicals, but Mei Ling's bullet punishes are pretty weak, so
It doesn't do much damage, but it gets Mei Ling off her.
yeah. It equalizes the little damage Mei Ling like can edge over you, so it's a very good pick. Okay, orb, double orb, yeah. Self drain too.
That did not seem like a good combo to use.
Yeah, it looked cool until the self drain. Orb, definitely one of Mei Ling's best. Definitely one of Mei Ling's best moves overall. Like a pretty good spell card, really.
Yeah, honestly, I prefer it over Yoho. Yoho's still good, but
Even
I
level
prefer
2?
the level 2 orb.
Even level 2?
Yeah, it's just more stable, I think.
Okay, orb punish here. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's
Double
it.
orb. It's gonna be.
Uh-oh, didn't quite
won't
get
reach. Feels bad. All right, let's see who gets edged out.
There we go.
Dash A. Mei Ling dash A. Very good mid-range graze move. Very fast moving. Lots of graze. Sets up a very straight up inescapable frame trap. Like, Mei Ling is definitely not as unsalvageable as she seems, right?
It depends on the matchup. She's got
Well,
some
yeah.
real bad matchups, and not for damage reasons.
Marisa,
like, she has a
Suika,
real
Yu-
rough time against Marisa or Yomo.
Marisa, Suika,
Marisa
Yu,
basically
Remy.
does everything Mei Ling does better.
Yeah. Kind of the same with Yomu, really. And then Remy is just like also another candidate for just. Oh right,
Really
right,
is weird
scoreboard.
because you can space her out, and Mei Ling's movement can take advantage of that. Strangely enough.
TOing ain't easy. Okay. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Names are back. Ooh, 2-2-A, okay. Crush goes through. Forces
Too
a
many
bomb.
Two A's.
Patch has no bombs against Mei Ling. This is where the entire set can definitely run out of hand and just kill Dekka. Potentially. That's 10 bombs. He needs
If you
30
can't-
more.
If you can't keep laying out, you're in trouble. You got Selena though.
Alright.
That could be a big problem for Mei Ling.
Selena does I don't know, Mei Ling, maybe if he's late with it, Mei Ling can definitely recover in time from Dash A, possibly. I'm not sure though. There we go. Safe jumps the Selena. Safe jumps Selena. Nothing much out of it. I wonder which level 2 he's running though. Is he running Mountain Crusher or Orb?
Yeah, I didn't catch it. I wish I'd see more Patchouli players use her 2A normal, because that is surprisingly.
It's very good, yeah. Interesting
Can't just
choice.
randomly do that.
Alright, Orb carry. Double Orb. No self-drain this time, but
Oh, that should have worked. Probably
I will
would've.
bet you he spent the entire pre-tourney time labbing double orb into 421B. That's what it
You
looks like.
forgot to dash home to get the gun to get the range in.
But that's a jump
Hey.
in A, and that's it. Alright, Shiramura goes through deck. No, wait, was that game 1? Was that game 1?
That was game 2.
Okay. Wait, so is it What? What's the score at then?
I'm not confused now, I guess. Oh. Yeah, you're right. It just felt like 2 matches because meleeing matches take forever.
Oh, well, okay. I guess I don't need to change the scores then. Yeah, that really did feel like 2 games. Okay, yeah. That's game 1 done with. Okay. Falling apart here completely.
I'm half asleep, so I can be forgiven.
You can be forgiven. I have no excuse. Nice, good little off-angle jump A back hit into another, but no conversion. A little late on that. Feels bad. Okay, yep, can't escape that. 5C-A, 5C-A, 5A, yep. Nice. Again, one of those weird off-angle jump A hits. That's a really good move to, like, just look for, like, weird angles is basically the thing with jump A. Ooh, if he mashed a little too hard. Could have gotten a good confirm there. Nice bomb into declare. Nice. Beating out the earth scrambles. Claiming his corner space. 2-2A, no orb. Okay. Yep. 5C-A. 2-2A anti-jump. Salvages this awkward drop. Confuses deck a little. Bring back the life lead. Too high to convert, but that's okay. Still keeps the corner situation. And now the Harvester is declared. He late 5Ps directly into Harvester.
I had a feel that was coming.
Same. Nice. Another jump A back hit, though. Okay. Don't know what that was, but he's going for those jump A counter back hits, and he's getting them. Okay.
Probably not going for double orb all the time.
Nice. Okay. Can't really punish Harvester with physical stuff.
Actually can't punish it if you use far B.
I mean, yeah, you got bullet punishes.
Yeah, you can combo off that one.
Yeah, you kind of got to know about that. But, like, once you do, it's just, like, you know, leave a far B floating. Get some, like, 1200 peak damage, you know?
That's good damage for meleeing.
Alright, a bit scary with the spirit situation, but Shimatora does recoup. Dekka is 1 round up, so we're finally going to see that meleeing level 2 spell. Stomp is something we're not seeing a lot either here. I just remembered that move exists. Okay, kind of a salvage combo out of the corner. But now he's in the corner. Let's see how this goes. Where's he going to bite the bomb? There, that's 1 bait point. Can't get out. Alright. Jumpy back hit, a little too low to connect. Nice. Again, getting that high up jump A. It's a really good button.
It really is.
Like, objectively
Something
speaking...
I would like to see more of is just floating JC for air control. That's a really good thing meleeing can do. Just JC to halt her movement in the air and readjust on the way down.
Yeah, that's actually good. It's like having an air brake is really
off.
Yeah. Like having an air brake in this sort of like pre-landing focused game like IaMP is really strong just to throw off like anyone trying to catch you. And Jepsi really isn't seeing a lot of leverage for that. Alright, that was a bit of a scary situation, but kind of works out. Misses the 5B link. Could have been death, I think. But, okay, here comes the Harvester Declare. We'll see how much health he manages to equalize off of this time. Nice, good. Farby now? No? Oh, he still thinks he can get the physical punish.
Nope,
He's gonna be sad later. Nice. Farby? Okay, well, cool enough.
That's something.
That's something.
There's nothing.
It's a non-zero amount of damage. And a knockdown. Cheer's been doing an excellent job of not feeding point items. Dekka is still at 0 bombs. I think he's at 020 now.
Yeah, meleeing doesn't really give a lot of them because she doesn't have a lot of bullets to convert. And she doesn't usually have bullets out when she gets counter hit by something.
Well, yeah.
She doesn't have bullets that linger like everyone else does.
Don't linger. Okay, but the bomb is back. That means a single 2A is probably going to kill him. Okay, just slowly backing up and
it's whirlwind.
Okay. Oh, is this the 5C, 5A combo, I think. It's probably going to look for that. Just going to look for like a combo off of 5C. Cute little 2-2B, just out of range of patch normals. Pretty nice. Doesn't 5B out of it. A bit scared. Put out something slow.
If it were me, I'd probably be just trying to do punch the fist. Up there we go.
Oh no!
That's sad.
Feels bad. Feels bad. If he loses to this, I'm gonna be upset. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. 1-2-1 in rounds. All right. Oh no, oh no. There we go. We have footage again.
I feel like the two characters that are give the opponents the least bombs are probably Mingling or Amelia.
Yeah. I mean, Remy, yeah, I guess, yeah, because Fare is usually not in a range where she gets disrupted properly either. Jump C is pretty dense, but...
She doesn't... Amelia just generally doesn't have bullets out when she gets counter hit.
Yeah, basically. I mean, everything on her converts on hit. Doesn't have to be knockdown or counter hit, I think. Okay, nice. Just dash a bomb. Okay. Just making sure he's out. Scary crush there, but that's cool. Bit of a cutesy posturing safe jump there. Another dash A might have gotten him another situation, but it's okay. He gets another corner carry. Nice. 1400. Alright, jump A, swatting him out of the air. Looking for those odd angles again. Patch can't really contest that. Dash 3B is an incredible tool, but it doesn't work in all angles. Okay, you got that mailing situation going. 2-2A and wind. Both kind of even out on the whiff. Looking for a jump with that jump B, that's okay. That's like the most tragic like air counter hit combo you can have. That mailing has is just jump B, jump C.
She can just do jump B, jump B, jump C, jump B, jump C. She can kind of do the air dash gimmicks on it. If she's
this is gonna be mutual declare.
Royal Flare.
Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
It would
No!
have been bad if maybe if they actually knew the block string. You can have an infinite block string off of max screen range spout.
Yeah. Full screen spout. Yeah. That looked really scary too. But okay. Panic salvage. We got declares. We got declares.
Patchouli is a character that has 4 infinites, but is somehow mid-tier.
It's what having bad movement in a situational starter game does to you. Royal Flare.
Ooh, that's not good.
He's dead, by the way. He's dead.
And that's it?
All right. Clocking in at a miraculous almost 10 minutes. We end it 2-0.
Mailing matches take forever.
Mailing matches take forever, but that was a very entertaining one, though. All right, there's one more pre-top 8 match left, and that is the good old me versus Garnfield team kill. Shout out to Garnfield for being one of my first, so to speak, sparring partners when I picked up this game.
Okay.
I'm still shaking, but, you know, that's kind of a given at this point. After that game, definitely. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's just refocus the game real quick, and I'm gonna go on mute.
Never forget Horijoka.
Never forget that. I love that game. It makes me happy. Just thinking that thing happened. Okay.
Almost as good as Matsuda MMY, where they spend 2 minutes before they even get a single hit in.
I'm not even marking scores here. Just, I won't keep up the scoreboard while playing. But yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go on mute. You give your verdicts.
Oh, they have a group call going in the Japanese IaMP Discord right now, and they're group watching us. Oh yeah, I should spectate, shouldn't I? Okay, I'm gonna be a few seconds behind here. Let's. Alright, so this matchup is kind of evenish, I feel. We haven't had Yomo on stream yet, I don't think. She's very, very fast when it comes to forward motion. She also has a very quick backdash. It's more like a dodge than a backdash, and it's really helpful because she can just stay on the ground and do whatever afterwards. All of her C bullets also function as melee attacks, so she actually has much longer melee strings than anyone else in the game. Like if you see she's doing that upward swipe, that's 2C. That's a bullet technically. She will not have that if she's crushed. Oh, there's a grab. Not the best conversion off it though. Yomo basically has a lot of like Yuri Yagami DNA in her in this game. She's got elbow, she's got short hops, she's got Rekkas. If you want to play a King of Fighters character, this is the character for you. She has a grab, it prorates really hard, but she can do it. Like, it decreases damage by 50% off of it, so you don't really get a lot of damage off it. The score is 0-0. Both of these characters are very melee oriented and both of them have good melee DP, so it's basically just going to be a bit of a slugfest here. They're both very fast and very good at getting into melee range. You want to watch out for Yomo's air-to-air moves because their hitboxes are deceptively really good. All of them. Like, ooh, that could have been a lot more damage, but wasn't able to get the confirm. I am slightly behind here because I started watching a little late. Yeah, see, once Yomo gets one of her bullet strings out, she can basically just chase it all the way full screen if she wants to. You gotta be careful about that. And Vermilia can't really challenge air-to-air because of the fixed range dashes she's got. This is a difficult fight. I think it's fairly even, mostly because... Oof. Because Vermilia can just pressure really hard as well, too, if she gets in. And she can challenge a lot of Yomo's bullshit with Cradle. Yep, if you airbox something in this game, you gotta deal with it. You can usually escape. Like, there's not a lot of strings that are guaranteed crush, but they definitely exist. This is really solid pressure by the Yomo player here. I haven't played Garfield in a long time. I think he's improved a fair bit. Alice is playing a whole different game, honestly speaking. I don't think we have any Alices in here. No, you can't just do raw off of 6A. You gotta do dash. Oh, Sammy Alice, right. There's a crush. Gungnir is really good at just crushing all, basically anything. And even if it doesn't hit, it does a lot of damage. Oop, run past, get out of the corner there. Even if you don't hit with Yomu with run past, it really gets you out of the corner, so it's honestly great. There are actually unblockable setups for that, where if you get hit by a certain thing and she combos into it, you will get reset into a knockdown and you'll wake up and you have to get hit by it. You just straight unblockable. Oop, crossed yourself up there. Oh, you had it! That's a sad drop. That's sadness. Oh, there you go. Can't let those slide. You gotta take it when you get it.
I'm gonna rehost real quick, see if the connection doesn't get any better. I'll try with a bit more delay.
When I tried playing Sammy the other day, it was kind of a solid 58, 57 frames per second. I'm not sure why.
Oof. Alright, back to me.
Okay, I can actually spectate in this time, so I'm not a little lag behind now. Names are swapped now, but that doesn't really matter. It's fine, it's fine. There's really not a lot to say in this matchup because it's just kind of running back and forth and slugging each other out. I feel like Rimley is best staying very low to the ground here. Usually you don't want to challenge Yomu on the ground because, like, Yomu has a very, very strong ground game relative to most of the cast here. But really it can kind of challenge that, and her air-to-air is much worse than Yomu's. The problem with Remilia running away is that, like, it just tends to build meter for both players. Like, and some characters you really do not want to deal with high amounts of stock when they declare. And that's actually a real thing in this game. Like, you don't... Back when I was playing... Well, I was still pretty new to the game, I was playing Remo. Like, IaMP Remo. And Remo is like... She can basically stall out as long as she likes, and I had to break myself of that because I kept having to deal with 8 stocks of Sakuya time stop. And you do not win against Sakuya time stop when she has that many stocks. You cannot win. It's just not possible. Uh, 2360 into IAD, yes, actually. She actually has an infinite block string off that if you do it, like, perfectly. It's like a 1-frame link, so it's kind of hard. I think only Tenro ever did that. But she actually does have true block strings off of block 2360. Do the spinning ball driver! No, you can't do that. Elbow is an incredibly good move in this game. It just has a ridiculously good hitbox. It will hit you if she's flying backwards. Like, like that. If she's flying backwards into your face, elbow will hit you. It's ridiculous. This is still anyone's game because Yomu can just randomly crap out 4k damage if she feels like it, so gotta be careful. It's a max damage punish. That's good as you can get. Yeah, they're making grappler jokes in chat because Yomu has a throw. And that's, evens it up 1-1. Oh, going Alice now. Alice versus Vermilia is an interesting choice. For the longest time, we thought this was very in advantage of Vermilia. I don't know about this one, honestly. Like, realistically, it's evened up over as the years have gone on. Like, I firmly believe Alice can do this. Alice's thing is that she's very strong on setups, and once she gets her setups going, you really can't do much of anything against it. She can just do whatever. She controls a lot of the screen, but if she doesn't have room to set up, she just gets bullied like this, and there's not much she can do about it. The big problem she has against Vermilia is that all of her moves are... So, if you haven't played IaMP before, all melee moves are range sensitive. And if someone who can change their range rapidly like Vermilia is actually really hard to control with, you might get a move you don't want to have. You might get the ranged move, and you really don't want to get that with Alice. It's so bad. So I don't really know about this one. Yeah, Ben is the Vermilia player, the names are swapped. Yeah, Alice just gets bullied like this. Boot is really good. Boot is amazingly good. It's actually plus on block. Good old Marple Sacrifice. Artful is really good in this game. If it's blocked, it's 50% spirit damage, and if you make them block like a 6A or something, they have to block it. So it's a guaranteed 50% spirit off of basically anything. My throat's getting kind of scratchy right now, sorry. Oof. You gotta take those wins, you can get them. Now, the top 3 characters for this game are Marissa, Sakya, and Alice. And I believe right below them are Vermilia and Suika and Rainbow. Yeah, the doll sounds in this are kind of like, hey, you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Boop, 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 boop. Two and 4 is really hard to set up against Vermilia, so I don't blame him for not using that. Okay, we got Horai Doll for the second card. That's basically just the laser. Any random, like, heavy hit is going to combo directly into Horai Doll. You could have comboed into it off of that boot, actually. This could hurt. Yeah. That does a lot of damage. Horai Doll really isn't good for much of anything but doing a lot of damage. It doesn't do super great spirit damage, but it can work sometimes. Oh, that's bad. Not looking good here. Alice could still definitely pull this off. Doesn't require a whole lot. Ooh, you could have gotten the kill off that. Ha! The classic. Stagger into boot. So when you're staggered in this, some moves will stagger you on hit. And then you take the damage and it counts as a combo hit, but you can still block. You just can't do anything but block. So the next move that hits when you're in stagger animation, you basically have to block it correctly. And you can't bomb out of it either, so it's a guarantee. If you're staggered, you basically have to figure out how to get out of it yourself. So that was basically, he did a low crush into a low kick, which staggered him, and then went to forward boot, which staggered again. And he still does damage, mind you. Into dash boot, which does not stagger, and was a clean hit. Stagger pressure in this game can get real nasty sometimes. Also, I was talking about that Alice lost 90% health somehow. Alice has no bombs and stuck in the corner against Vermilia pressure and is crushed, and this is, yeah. RIP. Oh. Pretty clean last round there.
I kind of feel like I had to net play rob him. Connection still didn't get much better.
Yeah, that happens, especially in that matchup. I'm not sure I was feeling that Alice pick, honestly.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing with the cradle, though. I thought the first cradle, I thought the spinner was on me, but it wasn't. You know about bootleg time stop, yeah?
Right.
Yeah. So basically, cradle is 3 frames. Super flash doesn't happen until then. It's fully physical invulnerable, but doesn't graze. So basically, if you get hit by a bullet, you recover faster than Super Flash ends. You can move, but everything else stays frozen for the rest of Super Flash.
Yeah, it's such a weird bug.
So that's basically what I was fishing for. Otherwise, like, Cradle's good anyway. Like, it beats anything from 2A on block.
You can have some real weird cross-up shenanigans with it too.
Whoa. Okay. I didn't even know about that. Okay.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
I've seen that before. Like, what was it? Was it Tadu Vermilia or was it G-Styles Vermilia? I forget which one, but they used to run Cradle, and they did this hilarious thing where the dash A into Cradle on cross-up. It was ridiculous.
Okay. Top 8 is happening. Freudia and Void. This is another fairly familiar matchup. So I'm going to pop up the spectate. All right. Also, I do think from what I hear at least is most Yomu players kind of detest Remy because Yomu doesn't really do a lot of damage unless you feed her like an air-to-air or corner hit, and Remy doesn't really have any reason to get hit by either.
I feel like it's not great for either side, honestly, because Remy doesn't have any great way of getting any good pressure either.
I mean, yeah, you definitely can't pressure Yomu. But like Remy staggers, I feel, are largely overrated in general. Okay, let's get this in. Lowercase Freudia, uppercase. And let's actually keep score this time.
I don't know how I feel about this matchup, but I feel like it's kind of anyone's game. Suika can bully Yukari if Suika gets in, but Yukari can just kind of do whatever too.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Like,
yeah. Go ahead.
Like, the fact that Yukari has dive umbrella, which is basically a dive kick, it's a real problem for Suika, who usually low profiles a lot of stuff that comes in from the air.
Yeah. Yeah, jump 2A definitely beats a lot of low profile. And like, I don't know, Dash B isn't really relevant, but then again, Suika Dash B stops being too terribly relevant after a certain level, from what I understand anyway. It's still good.
It's actually not really useful in this matchup because Yukari has 6B, which can just punish it.
Yeah.
Anytime. Free.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, interesting. Interesting
that
landing
was definitely
there.
a mistake. Got to far B on
Dangerous little float state there.
attack.
I do like how he didn't super jump off of that. There's this little thing, there's this little like arcana with if you land during like a fixed bullet recovery, that you won't truly land, but you get grounded cancel options. So if you super jump off of it, you're still considered be in the same jump, so you don't actually get your dashes back. The same thing happens if you reversal after using air dashes, if you reversal super jump. That's what killed me once. That's why I landed into that Marisa grenade, actually. Like, my dashes didn't refund, I only had the third one left.
Yeah, pretty much every character is viable in IaMP, except for Mei Ling, but people play Mei Ling anyway, so.
Even Mei Ling has
winnable
winnable
variety in
matchups.
this game, except for the Dark Ages where everyone played Yomu.
Everyone. What about the Dark Age where everyone played Yu? I've heard some horrible things about that one.
That one actually did not. That one ended before I started playing, and I started playing like pretty early too.
Mm. Yeah, from what I understand, Yu was like the 2006 top tier.
Yeah, she was good for like 3 or 4 months. That's where everyone found out, like, whoa, she's got a reversal on her 6B, and then everyone realized she gets outzones by everyone else in the game.
Yeah. Alright, but so far Freddy has definitely been dominating the neutral. Void has really not been getting a lot of stuff in.
Yeah, we actually did think Yuko was top tier for a while, and that fell to she's the second worst character in the game. Easy.
Yeah. Arguably the worst. I guess some people might say the worst. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. Mei Ling just loses by numbers so hard though. But yeah, like Yu feels like one of those characters who just has no reason to ever function on paper, right?
Mei Ling actually has a lot of really good tools. She just doesn't have the numbers to back it up.
Yeah. And like you use the exact
got
opposite.
Knockover syndrome, where she's got all the tools she needs, but she always comes up short in the end.
But yeah, there's a lot of equalizing damage coming in from Void here, but there's still 3,000 units of Ran left.
I haven't kept up on Soku. Is top tier still like Yuko and Raisin?
Just looking at like Soku Yu, I feel like the thing is where they took a specialist character with crippling disabilities, fixed the disabilities, and didn't change anything else. That's kind of what happened to Soku Yu.
For IaMP Yuko is she needs a command grab. We need to fulfill Yu beef for real. that would make her good again.
I mean, I suppose.
Just give her a spinning pile driver. It'll be fine. Perfectly in character.
I mean, it would be. I don't think you're even kidding. It would be. Also 1-0 for idea. This time I'm not gonna miss the scoreboard.
This
Took
match
mental
is
topic.
definitely anyone's game, though.
Absolutely even. All right. Let's focus a little more on the game, I suppose. Good kunai zoning, nice max range jump 2Bs, can't really DP out of that. Not a lot of approaches Void really has in that situation. Nice center graze on the jump C, farms some stock, prevents Void from getting any screen space. Really good just playing around Void's potential bullet presence here, actually.
Oh yeah, Soku has Daniel playing Saki and Oak, doesn't it? Daniel's a beast in anything he plays. He's like top in the Grand Blue too.
Again with the center grazes, just like Freddy has taken no damage, and we're looking at like almost half a stock over Void still.
Yeah, Suika just isn't getting anything pushed to the corner here, and she really needs to get there.
But okay, here comes the crush. Here's a lot of life equalized. Unfortunate frame drop.
Yeah, but you just didn't do anything for Oki, so Yukari got out.
Yeah. Like, Freudia, from what I understand, is one of those players who's like, very good at playing like collected and solid until at a certain point you hit a critical mass of little mistakes and snap.
Hey, that's me.
But like until that point, I feel Friday is definitely one of the stronger, like overall one of the stronger players, obviously. But like,
yeah, I
just
think I
prone
can
to
agree with
tilting,
that.
I'd say.
Of the new group of players, I can definitely agree with that. A lot of the Yolgard doesn't really play anymore.
Yeah.
Like you don't see Beiko or PD much anymore.
Yeah, I mean, PD showed up to rob a tourney at one point, but that's about it. But that's back when I still played Yu.
So the thing about stagger damage is it's all red life, so everyone's getting a lot of life back because there's a lot of staggering going on instead of raw hits.
It's also much more dangerous post-declare because of that, because there is no more red health.
Yep.
And most importantly, staggers cannot kill. Staggers cannot ever kill. It has to be clean.
There's some bullshit fuzzy setups. Yukari actually has one that can make it really hard for you to actually block much of anything. Like, there's actually an unblockable fuzzy setup. I believe both Yukari and Rainbow have one off of a stagger, which is basically an easy way to get a win if you're down to no health.
Wait, how's it unblockable? Is it like a high-low unblockable? Is there a delayed low there somewhere?
You basically...
Or is it just really gross?
It's really hard to read, basically,
Okay.
yes. You stagger them, and then you do an air attack.
Right. You high stagger into
basically
either instant jump
you
or...
can't see it.
Yeah.
You cannot block it low.
Yeah. And then you have a clean low or, a standing state, instant air, instant overhead. Yeah. Alright, but again, like, Freudia playing...
Not too many characters have really fast overheads in this game, actually. Like, basically outside of Crush at all.
Alice, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, Alice. We already saw Alice do that earlier.
Also Patch. Patch has a really powerful post-crush game.
Patch can do that, annoyingly enough. You have a pretty solid combo off it, too.
Like, that's where I feel like her kind of janky kit actually comes together. In the sense of, like, she has a really powerful crush game and a really powerful post-crush clean high-low. But yeah, life's actually pretty even.
Good old Rick versus Arahori, right?
Oh. Which one?
Rick versus Arahori, the Yuko Patchouli match.
I don't remember much about that.
The one where the first round is over in like 20 seconds.
And the one where Rick mashes it out with 2A after like 20 drops. I remember that one. That one makes me upset to this very day, and I want to see you win, and that should not be coming up.
Suika playing a lot more patient now. Just kind of waiting out Yukari's... Yukari's bullets really are not that scary, honestly. They push you around, but you can't capitalize on them unless you're standing in the right place.
Yeah. Again, Freudia, I think Freudia at this point is just kind of playing chicken with trying to get Void to declare. But this is a really dangerous spot. Yes, that's the perfect declare. There's not a lot of reason to play more chicken. Void now the ball is really in Void's court. And we'll see. Okay, but here comes the Ran. A bit of breathing space. A bit of breathing room for Freudia. Get that spirit back. Gets dash beat out of the jump 2B though. I'd be upset if that happened to me. It's happened to me too many times.
It happens a lot.
Dash beat just puts hitboxes in places you really don't expect it to. And we're seeing the cleanest part of it. There's probably a lot of rollbacks involved here too. Kind of a very good low dive. Gets under the attempted punish. Freudius.
Suika's laming it out now, which is good. That's what you need to do in this matchup. You just gotta wait it out because Yukari is not really all that scary if she doesn't get in.
Suika in general can't really go in. Like you more just like, posture, like build a smaller area that you can then control, like slowly.
Yeah, Suika can kind of inch her way forward because you can't cancel out her bullets. And that's actually a problem for a lot of the cast.
Also, here's what
kind of like a neutral dead zone where neither character owns that space. And it's kind of actually interesting.
It is. And like, which angle and how awkward the angle relative to that dead zone is for each character really plays a lot of roles. Also, I do think, like, one parallel I do think is Yomu reminds me a lot of, I'd say Nanaya from as a multiplayer. I think Nanaya is like a very similar kind of case, you know?
Maybe. Even though I'm pretty famous for the Melty Bloodcaster, I didn't really get all that into Melty.
Right. I mean, I just get the whole, like, you know, burst ground movement, hard against conservative players, actually kind of defensive, despite the kit. Big potential damage. Like, the parallels hit. Okay, nice. Dash 3B driving Friday to the corner. That's 0, by the way. Dash 3B is 0 for some reason.
Back when I was playing regularly when Street Fighter 4 was in its heyday, and Yukari always made me think of Rufus. Like, the way they play is almost identical in a lot of ways.
You're not actually wrong. You're not actually wrong.
She's got the dive kick, she's got the air-to-air combos, she's got the funky ass normals, which just have weird hitboxes.
The important big boy super.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm seeing the parallels. I am seeing the parallels. Okay, double tombstone. Nice. Beats out the 2B low profile. That is a decisive, well, less decisive towards the end, but decisive 2-0. Freudia playing amazingly solid in a contained first to two short set environment, and I think that's a very big strength for these.
Only like 12 minutes for the 2 matches.
Huh. Surprisingly fast for IaMP standards. All right. Freudia goes to winners finals. And we're going to be seeing Sammy versus Dollar. Now I'm going to assume this is going to be either Sakuya or Alice against Marisa, obviously. It has to be this way.
I'm going to go grab something to drink and maybe a little breakfast snack real quick.
Yeah.
While this match goes on, so I'll be back in a few.
Alright, I'm gonna take just a moment. And I'm gonna leave myself floating on spectate and in character select, and I will return as well. We're taking a minute or two in timeout, and the Hour of Twilight will return in just a moment. We actually call it the Hour of Twilight. Alright, I personally am at least back. We'll see. We'll see when Mauve gets back, and we'll see when Dollar gets back. And we can resume. Alright, so. Tess in chat asking who to play. Alice is strong. Alice is very strong, requires a bit of getting used to. I would personally obviously recommend Remy. Much more interesting character than she looks. A lot of little intricacies. Marisa, extremely strong. If you just want, like, a powerful, fundamental gorilla. Playing, like, short mid-range. I saw how Sokuremi looks, and apparently she gets extra landing recovery from trying to glide. She gets extra landing recovery from trying to glide or doing, like, air normals and landing during them. And that really, like, I don't know. That really translates to a very different character, to my eyes. But we're just waiting on Sammy to join in. All right. Target is in character select. That's good. Let me just refocus the game. Completely neglect the scoreboard again. So, we're still on top 8. That means player 1 is going to be Dollar, I presume? Dollar, yes. Alright, so we're looking at Marisa versus Alice. I was thinking maybe Sakuya, because I know for a fact that Dollar detests Marisa. I mean, Sakuya. Dollar detests Sakuya. I know that. Alright, but nice. Oh wow, this is actually Marisa Stole the Precious Thing song too. It's the same song, I can't believe it. We got meme matches up in here. Alright, let's get in there. So, Dollar getting a bit of health off, but for Alice plays with a very Magic the Gathering sort of philosophy where the only life point that matters is the last one. Alice doesn't have a lot of trade situations, and Alice has a lot of perfect play situations she can run until a very large life lead. Alright, here we got one of those Alice loops, patented Alice loops. He's gonna need to get some... No, actually, he's spirit positive, but he converts off of it. Oh no, is that... Okay, he tries for the infinite. It just barely doesn't self-drain. Alice technically does have an infinite, but I don't think it's spirit positive, so it's not really an infinite. And it does scale pretty badly. Unfortunate jump A counter hit doesn't quite confirm properly. Test the answer. What do you do about that? The answer is you don't. The answer is you don't get in there. There are points where Alice has to either go in because she's spirit negative, or it just ends. But if you get hit until then, well, you know, hold it again. Alright. Nice little 2-2B frame trappy thing there. Oh no, the bomb! Master Spark for the bomb. I'm sad. I'm actually sad after that. Oh no. Okay, round 2. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. We're going to round 2. Okay then. Sure. But we got Alice loops. Nice little high-low staggers. But there's that Marisa jump. I mean 2A. Marisa 2A is an exceptionally good deterrent button. It's really fast. There's a lot of red in there. Very disjointed. Nice, good catch. Doesn't go in for the jump Bs. Just keeps him there. Minimal damage. Takes the situation. That's very nice. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I don't think he got the turn. I think he reversal jumped off of his landing, so he didn't get the turn. Or like off his bullet. Too late. Feels bad. Probably counter hit because of just anti-jump. Anti-super jump. Alright, but okay. Dollar finds the declare, gets some breathing room. Now Alice, well, again, the question is how much life can Alice pay to get Marisa into another impossible situation? Basically, that's the question here. Ooh, that's that 6A. 6A is an extremely powerful high and low crush for whatever reason. It is frame 1 high profile. At a certain point, it's very low profile, has very small, fairly high up hurt box. Destroys on counter hits. 6A is just an excellent frame trap tool. It is risky, yes, but it's like hitbox wise, it's extremely powerful. Alright, but we got another Alice loop here, and there's the crush. Alice's 2-2B is unique. It will crush you on high block, but it's also a bullet, so it'll do spirit damage either way. So she actually has a source of free spirit damage and the blocks then set it up, which makes it kind of gross, honestly. But that's just part of Alice. Kind of gross, honestly, is just a lot of the design, like a lot of the philosophy behind what Alice can do if you let her. Hello. So it's $10. It's $10. Taking back 2 pretty close rounds. It's really hard to just say which Alice rounds are close and which aren't, because again, you have these impossible situations.
The hit point lower bar is kind of a formality with Alice.
Yeah. Like, again, life is a resource she pays to get to run single player. Like, again, she is a solid character on her own. It's just outside of the situation, she doesn't really have damage or, like, immediate threat.
I think
okay,
Marissa
that's
is
a declare. Yeah, there we go.
Alice in general, because Marissa is so fast.
Yeah. But on the flip side, again, Marissa doesn't have a big anti-physical DP, and kind of stubby still. Ooh, air crush! Oh no. Kind of confused on what to do with that. That could have been more, I suppose.
That could have been a lot more damage than that. You could have gotten the bomb loop off that.
Okay, just normal jumps out of it. Okay, interesting. No more stocks. No, 2 more stocks, actually. I'm looking at the wrong stocks. So, Alice can definitely still take this. That's scary. Broom whiff is scary because Marissa recovers in the air from whiff.
Alice can combo level 1 bomb into level 1 bomb if she lands in the air, so she can basically do that until she runs out of mirror, which is a hilarious amount of damage.
Yeah. That's kind of why, like, level 2 nuke is kind of sort of legit. It's just Hora gives you so much more, just like, because Alice kind of lacks damage in a vacuum, right? Like, without a setup. So, like, anything that's that fast and gets you, like, 2.7k off any random tag on a character like this, it's extremely welcome.
Level 2's bomb's problem is it's just really slow. It takes so long to come out and so long to hit. It just doesn't combo with much of anything.
Meanwhile, Hora is like 8 frames and spirit positive. Drains 75 spirit, takes 50 and recovers you to 70.
Yeah, no, there's a reason everyone picks that one usually.
That's incredibly gross. Why is it spirit positive though? I will never understand. Okay, that was an impossible situation. So Dollar takes the minimum amount of damage he could have there. Okay, BDP, that grazes. It's bigger, it grazes, but it's not physical vulnerable. Most DPs in this game, the A version is smaller, but it's anti-physical. The B one is bigger, it's anti-bullet. Remy's is unique, where both of hers are only physically vulnerable. Oh, we're getting opinions from M3. Let's see how bad of an image we're giving. Okay, that's another jumpy.
Fine. Most of JP Amp is watching us right now, actually.
Damn. Yeah, Marissa's jump A is remarkable for being 7 frames and +4 on air block, on top of a very remarkable, to put it nicely, hitbox. So like, on top of how much momentum Marissa inherits when jumping makes her extremely powerful, like air to air. Like, she can threaten very, very hard, like impossible situations off like really air blocks that just shouldn't happen that easily. It's part of what makes her so strong. Dollar does find the conversion though. Sammy looking for the bomb a little too much to realize it's not there. But we got another Alice situation, and it's orrery, so there's no reversal. It's not primed yet. It's not primed yet. He's not gonna get to prime it. Alice is gonna die before she gets knocked down. Alright, the orreries are primed, so this is a really dangerous position, but again, crushed. Ooh, scary. The classic high-low. Ooh,
that could have been
scary. Okay, nice, nice. He diffuses the orreries, but low profile dash B.
Probably could have swatted Marissa out of the air with just 6B there.
Alright, nice. Low profile with a 2B. That's also a very disgusting low profile hitbox. Again, not the best range, but like hitbox-wise, Marissa is incredibly evasive. Like, what you don't see in Reach, you gotta see in Frame Viewer to appreciate, pretty much. Nice, 2-2A stagger, pretty standard Marissa fare. Catches a lot of options. And now Alice is cornered, and this is a really awkward moment. All right, getting out those spinners, but again, this can be anyone's game. We're still talking Alice. She can still run. She can still run through any sort of single player situation for like over 9,000 health easily. All right, he finds the declare. Now this is horror. This is the great equalizer. All right, he could have crushed off of that 6A, but a bit late. There's the crush, and look at that spirit. It's spirit positive. She's at 80 spirit.
Only one stock left, though. That's the problem.
It's kind of a scary thing. Is he going to use it on damage, or is he going to find another crush with it? He's going to look for. Crush. He's going to look for. Yeah, a little bit of spirit drain. Oh, but
I
look
don't like
at
that because it's just red life, and right now you don't want red life.
Yeah. Kinda. It's a little. So, but hey. Alright, now the big question here is, Marisa has 2 bombs. So the big question here is, how is Sammy gonna chew through 1 more good hits worth of life and 2 bombs in a situation? No, don't you declare there. Not permitted, not permitted.
Nice. You got
Dollar cracked. Antsy. Alright, 1-1, we got a game. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game. Oof. Frames dying almost as much as the life bar here, but it's okay. We're back. We got a playable connection. Alright, blocks the 2-2-8 this time. No random crushes. That can go really badly.
Ow.
Oof. That's not something you want to be eating. No tech though.
Landing on counter hit stand B is not something you ever want to do.
No. You got off easy there. That was kind of an awkward height too, so it's not even like fully optimal, I think. All right, so Sammy has lost about 9,500 health in the span of about a minute. And now he's gonna lose the rest of it. Okay, yeah.
You do not want to get counter hit by Marisa ever. Every time Marisa counter hits you, you're in for 2, 3, 4K. Easy.
Yeah, 4+ in the wrong starter cases. Yeah. Like, Marisa looks honest, and she's fundamentally pretty honest. She's just very highly tuned.
Yeah.
So highly that, like, she's still tip-top tier. Like, Sakuya is dirtier, Alice is more single-player-y, like, breaks more rules, sure, but, like, just raw tuning-wise, Marisa's up there. Rare footage of a jab hitting at longer range than any other button, so you can't really convert. But Sammy can still theoretically take this. He still has about 5,000 life to play with. That's more than enough, really. That's like 1.2 big Marisa combos. Oh no,
Ooh, frames.
No. Okay, we're good. Okay. Playing a bit more evasive from Sammy here, but here comes nobody ever looks for the laser from Marisa. It's not really that good, so when it comes out, you never expect it. It's not bad. Oof, could have dash undered that, but there's always the threat of rollback masking a double dash B there. Far B is incredibly disgusting though. If there's like one thing about Marisa that's just straight up dishonest, no questions asked, it's far B. That thing is disgusting.
It really is.
Like, everything else is just honest, but borderline overtuned. Like, far B is just fucked. I'm sorry. But, okay, Sammy can still take this back. He doesn't look for the declare. Okay, this is going to be mutual declare, I think. Or not. He's going to ride this, but he doesn't find a situation off of it. This is really bad for Sammy right now. This is the declare, yes. Yes, he has to take it there. This is going to be a crush setup with the far B.
Yep. It's going to be a guaranteed crush.
Yep. So the mutual crush here. Marisa crushed a little earlier, but it doesn't matter. Marisa's just a better character without spirit. But we're good. Meaty 2-2B, that was scary.
You can't really challenge boot
yeah.
just because you want to, you know?
Yeah, I suppose. Ooh, scary. Scary moment there, but he's still not dead. He wouldn't have been dead even from the bomb. That's a lot of pointless health lost. He's not going to get crushed, so Horai punish? Yes. Okay.
Unfortunately, that's a self-crest.
It is a self-drain.
Oh,
oh no! He tries to be cute with the instant air backdash.
That's normally guaranteed.
Well, yeah, but he could have. Oh my
yeah,
god! That's deserved. But oh wow. Okay then. I see how it is. Oh no, Dollar's angry.
Don't get counter hit.
Don't get counter hit by 2-2A. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Doesn't get bailed out. Marisa Duck. Shoutouts to Marisa Duck being very low profile, but we can see, like, you know, being 6k down for Alice doesn't really hurt that much. Cute little broom frame trap, question mark. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Oh, feels bad. Feels bad. That was not winners finals. Nope. Okay. 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 Feels bad.
Yep, Marissa does that.
$2-1.
You float around for a minute, then Marissa gets one hit, and but goodbye your life bar. Just disappears.
It was close until the stars started flying, basically. That's every Marisa matchup. Alright, down here now we have Chiro versus Kurez. That's a repeat of, I believe, the very, very first round. Alright. And just to take the chance, now that people are talking about maybe possibly even getting IaMP, well, I'm going to take the chance to plug and link the IaMP Discord. Sorry, Chiro, but we are streaming it. All right. Yeah, shouldn't have gotten top 8. I guess you're just, you know, don't play too good. IaMP needs players bad. Yeah. Please give us players. It's a good game. It deserves love. It has its flaws, and they're at times very pronounced. But, like, underneath, it delivers in a way nothing else can. And, like, normally that's kind of like a backhand compliment, but honestly, like, IaMP is irreplaceable. And I mean that with no negativity.
It's a one-of-a-kind game.
Some negativity, but, you know, a net positivity. It has its flaws. Everything does. Thank you, BR Soku. I don't like your game, but I like your community. That's what separate communities are for, yeah? Gotta play your own game. Okay, so mailing Suika. I think this matchup is kind of a tragedy.
Yeah, this matchup is pretty sad times for mailing. Really sad times, honestly. Like, random hits from Suika do as much damage as full combos from melee.
Also don't forget amazing low profile. Yeah, he just low profile dash A. Don't forget low profile 2B. You got back dash cancel. Just bigger buttons. Armor DP that does more damage than mailing does optimals. You know. Yeah. Like, I think Doll is right here. Like, Chiro can take this if he's patient. You know, like, every matchup is winnable, and like every free matchup is losable still.
I think Kuriz is a little too aggressive, honestly. He tends to just kind of go in even when he shouldn't.
Yeah.
He does a lot of fit for melee stuff when, honestly, he would do better just sit back a lot of the time.
Also, scoreboard. Still kind of getting used to the new keyboard. Just picked this up like 2 hours ago, so.
Yeah, Rollcaster has custom palette support. You can put your own palettes in and it'll use them online.
Yeah, that's why you had to see my hideous Remy. Alright, but yeah. Suika wins this by trading, basically. And that's kind of why mailing needs to be, like, hyper patient. But mailing is fast. Mailing is fast. there's some hope there, you know? She's not completely
I think you're being
dead.
a little optimistic here, honestly.
Look, every free matchup is still losable. Oh no. Okay. That was just a spectator freeze. Every free matchup is still losable. Also, I think this is Orb. This is Orb, right? Orb 2.
No, this is Whirlwind.
Okay, I thought it was long. I thought the name was
It's
longer.
hitting through me, so if you're lagging, it's because of me.
Right. Possible. But okay, he lands 1 Whirlwind. That's always nice. Okay, so now he just has to take back 5,000 health against Suika with mailing, and that's not a very good situation to be in. Feels bad. Alright, well, that's round 1 done with.
Yeah, this matchup is not good in general for mailing. It's just...
This matchup is just
the only
straight
good
up
thing going on
bad.
here is mailing's JA can beat low profiling like that.
It's really, really difficult. And the thing is, like, any stray hit Suika gets is just like 2-3 times your optimals in damage on top of everything else. And it's just really gross. Like, see there, he got DP'd from like a really awkward angle. That's 1500. That's more than mailing can do. You lose by numbers, you lose by properties. And like, this isn't as bad as it could be because Kurz doesn't backdash cancel.
Nope. I don't know why not, because that's incredibly strong.
He probably just doesn't know. It's not the most documented tech. I think Void updated the Suika Mizumi page though. So like, there's that. You can still... So backdash canceling is documented now. In English, at least. But yeah, for those not in the know, Asuka's backdash is invulnerable, but is, for some reason, also normal cancelable at any point. So she basically has a sidestep.
It also goes over lows, because she does a little hop when she does the backdash.
Yeah.
Even though she can cancel to normal, she is technically both airborne and, like... It's really sad for Yuko, because if Yuko does like a 2B,
2B, yeah, I know.
Yuko can just backdash the whole thing.
I hate it.
13 frames of invincibility against it.
It's not fully. It's like certain frames though, right? Like she has random high profile frames on her forward dash too, but she can get swept
Yeah, but it's
out of
mostly
it.
the first few.
Yeah.
It's the good ones, the ones you want.
Yeah, basically.
She
Also,
has it on front dash too, which is weird.
Suika's basically Slayer. Suika's very similar to Slayer, really. Very similar to Slayer. I'm seeing the parallels. Alright, Kurz takes it 2-0. That player matchup ends about the way the character matchup ends. So Kurz Suika takes it 2-0. Over Chirimaru mailing. Feels bad. That's just the character matchup, really. Then it's me versus JSH. Okay.
Suika backdash cancel does indeed go over normals in this game, and she didn't cancel normals.
All right.
I don't know about 8K. I think the highest I've ever seen is like a 5.5.
Yeah, no, I don't think like 8. Oh, okay, yeah, that's better.
2.8K. Okay, that makes more sense.
All right.
No, one of my first matches in IaMP, like period ever, was against Armando, and he picked Suika, and the first thing he did was he counter hit me into like a 5K combo off of just JB smash. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's like the usual reaction. It's just like, oh, when you see like the damage and the combo. All right, I'm just gonna go silent in just a moment. So this is JSH, and I know he plays Yu, which is kind of an unfair knowledge.
We got a Yuko player in here.
Yep.
So is every
I stopped
character represented except for Sakia and Rainbow now?
I'll fix that in just a moment. But yeah, I used to play Yu until I accepted how bad she was.
I still play Yuko. I like her over Yukari, honestly.
Like,
But
same,
I know I'm alone in that.
occasionally.
Well, here's two characters that haven't been on stream before. Yuko is considered the second worst character in the game. She is She has very slow normals in the air, and she has very floaty movement, but she's very strong on the ground. She has really good ground normals. Her bullets are not great. They basically cover her movement. Like, see the butterflies here? They ping off the walls and they come back. Sakuya is just a really strong character in general. She's very fast. She has some of the best supers, the best bullets. Her bullets are very expensive relative to other characters, but they're also very strong. It means she tends to push very hard when she does. Yeah, that is such an annoying move. It's plus on block when she lands too. It's so frustrating. You can't really do anything about it. Yeah, Sakuya is nasty in this game, but she has no reversal, and you can actually pressure her pretty well when she gets stuck in a corner, because she has no real way of getting out. She just has really strong normals. If you want a Street Fighter analogy, you can think of her as like the Chun-Li of the game. She has amazing normals, and she can basically maintain pressure as long as she likes, but her defense is really not that great. Okay, so Sakuya has time stop here. She's going to want to try to get that out because it's free pressure. Level 1 is not very good, honestly. Yeah, it didn't do a whole lot of damage, but basically it's a free mix-up anywhere. Yeah, see, look at that. You basically cannot challenge it from the air. In the air, you're basically screwed. On the ground, defending against it is kind of a mix-up. Sakuya's front flip kick there is almost a reversal. She goes very high up, like over more moves than you think she would. But it is still normal and it still has a fair bit of startups. So she can, yep, there's Yuko's flip. Yuko's flip is a normal in this move. That's in this game. It's 6B, and that's invincible. It's a DP that makes her go backwards, which is kind of nonsense, honestly. But you gotta watch out for it. Dude, there it is again. This matchup is not good for Yuko, largely because there's one angle that she has no answer for that Sakuya just loves to stay in. It's really a thing. Oh, knife loops. And here's level 2 time stop, and this is where the real bullshit starts. Is that guy a combo? It's still juggle meter. Nope. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. What? Yeah, I thought that was 2B. I didn't think it was 3DB. They look very similar, but 3DB takes you forward more. 3DB grazes. Yeah, Yuko kind of feels a little unfinished relative to other characters, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Bong. Now, while people do say, well, it is said that Yuko is the second worst character in the game, the tiers in this game really are not that far apart. Like, you can pretty much make everyone that isn't meleeing win. This is a custom Remelia color, so this is basically Benny's color. Yeah, this is more what I expected to see here. Ooh, that could have been big damage for Yuko if not for that. Yuko has a corner loop. It's basically just stand A this 4 times in a row, and it does a lot of damage. This is one matchup I will actually take Cradle for because, like, aside from 5A, basically everything Yuko has can be punished with Cradle, which is kind of absurd. That had to be a misinput. There's no way that was intentional. Something happened? Oh, you back? You back? Okay. It's just really hard to get anything going against Remelia because she's so fast and she doesn't really care about anything. Oof. This is a rough matchup. I'm just gonna keep my opinions on Soko to myself, and I'll leave it at that. Oof, I can feel the frames. We good? We good? We good. Okay. It's fine. If people are Soko fans, they can compare it to it. I mean, the comparisons are inevitable. They've been that way since the game came out. Ooh. I could have gotten more hits off that, but it's still good damage. Remelia has trouble getting out of the corner because she doesn't have normal movement. She doesn't have like a normal dash. She has to basically use a DP form. She can't graze out like a lot of other characters have. She basically has to super jump out if she wants to do that, or do her forward dash kill. Yeah, I don't think it's worth worrying about. People are going to talk about what they're going to talk about. This play's so different from the way I play Yuko, it's kind of funny. I use a lot of instant air drills. And how long has JSH been playing? I feel like he's been around even when I was originally playing regularly too, way back in the day. Yeah, he's just one of those guys who's always been around in the background hanging out. Good times. The most up-to-date IaMP tier list, it's pretty debatable. We still kind of argue back and forth about it a little bit, honestly. Which kind of says that it really doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme of things. The top three are basically indisputable at this point. I think it's like the top three are Marissa, Sakuya, and Alice. And then next tier below you got Vermilia, Suika, Remo. Then you got Yomo, Patchouli, Yukari. Then Yuyuko, then Mei Ling. Oof, that's a big beefy combo. But we got Spear out now, and that's Spear's a problem. Remember that because Yugo has flipped, she still has a reversal, even though, yep, see? She's got a reversal even though she's crushed. That can be dangerous. You cannot graze Spear, no. You have to bomb it or block it. Oof, look at that damage. Yeah, old IaMP, but we used to think Vermilia was really good because of Tenro and Tazu and all that, but over time we kind of realized she's not really all that great, and she has a bad matchup against Marissa. And having a bad matchup against Marissa is bad. Good JB combo there. And that's a wrap. Good showing, though.
Alright, can I never play Sakuya again? I'm actually ashamed of that Sakuya performance. Toho-san, if you're watching. Toho-san, 本当に申し訳ございません。これからもSakuyaを控えてます。すいません。
I don't think he's been playing Sakuya lately. I think he's been playing Marissa most of the time.
Well, mostly Marissa, yeah, but he's still the person I associate Sakuya with the most. Alright, so we got winners finals. This is first to three.
Oh, good. It's going to take all
this is going to take all day. Losers semis? Really? Not losers? No. Oh.
Yeah, we don't have we're not up to top three yet.
Okay, wait. We're not first to three now? No, you know what? Let's actually just run through I'm confused. I am sorry. We're running loser semis first. So this is still first to two.
Yep. Yes.
All right. And yes, I'm aware I got away with murder, super jumping. You wisp into jab, I'm aware. Remember to play good games, and by good games, I mean the games you like. And remember to recognize your games for the good and the bad. Alright? Liking something means acknowledging its flaws and going through with it anyway. Don't let someone dissuade you from playing your game. I prefer IaMP, so I will say play IaMP, but if you don't want to play IaMP, play something else. Give it a chance, though. God bless. All right, so let me just get this here. All right. Hold up. So this is Kurs on player 2, and we got Sammy on player 1. So Alice Suika. I think this is a pretty even matchup to the point where it's kind of like, I don't know. I want to say it's like
Suika actually has the advantage here if if Suika player takes advantage of it, because Suika has black hole, which is a black problem.
Yeah, far too A, far too A.
Actually has no answer whatsoever to missing purple power. None. But I'm not sure that was chosen for this matchup.
All right, so life's pretty even. That's okay. I just realized next round is going to be the second time in this entire tournament I'm going to be playing a stable connection, and the first time I'm going to be playing one without delay.
Okay.
Finally, this is my reward for robbing people in netplay. All right, there you go. There you go. Far 2A dash B. Beats a lot of stuff that Alice thinks she has the space to do. Doesn't really. Okay, that's a misinput. That's not a move you see every day.
You never want to do that move. Just never. Never, ever, ever.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just straight up bad. Now, maybe if it recovered or in the air or had like a late air dash cancel point, it might be decent. Like, it's one of those just like no cancel moves that just makes you go like really wide angles. And that's like, you know, like arrow and broom are good because the move itself is good. Dash B is good because the move is good. Not because you bounce. But like there, you just have nothing. Okay, and again, here comes the really disorienting far 2A. Takes Sammy like ages to compose himself there. Good catch on Kurs there. Doesn't quite get to convert the wisp, but it's okay. He doesn't have any bombs missing anyway. Nice tip range jump A. Got a spirit back, but
yeah, this is a problem.
I think Sammy's gonna fix that in just a moment. Doesn't have the courage to intercept that, but nice landing punish on the dash B. Good job. Nice play from Sammy here, taking control of the situation. You know, sometimes you lose 8k against Suika and think like, wait, did I really play that badly? But then you realize it's just Suika. Sometimes these things happen, right? IaMP is a lot about looking past getting hit by stupid shit, because you're going to get hit by a lot of stupid shit over a round compared to many other games. So
honestly, the Suika matchup is one I never really figured out properly.
Huh.
There was this one Japanese player I played a bunch of times. I could not get a single read on him, like, ever. I just... it was utterly impossible to figure out what he was thinking at any given time.
Do you remember a name?
No, I don't remember the name, unfortunately.
Younger type?
What?
Was he kind of a younger type, maybe?
I don't know.
Okay. Because we might be thinking about the same person.
Could be. Either way, I never got the hang of this matchup with Rainbow. It was just It's so weird sometimes.
I can imagine. It looks very abstract. It looks very like. I was about to say immaterial, but I'm not gonna say that. But like, you know, like, there's not a lot of concrete
It's like
situations that can happen.
Wonka.
Maybe, yeah. Like, honestly, I'm seeing a lot of the Street Fighter pals you're drawing. I'm seeing a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of Street Fighter stuff going on in this game, but also there's kind of not. Like, some characters just defy that entirely. Like, Patchouli has none, of course.
Ah, no bomb off the dash 3B. That could have been just damage and defeat a player.
That was the name. I remember that guy now. I could not figure out anything that guy was doing when I played him at all.
Okay. Can't say that then. No idea. That's not the guy I played when I was in Japan. Shoutouts to everyone at the retirement home, though. You were great. But okay, just good job just taking control of the situation. And again, having chain also kind of means you don't really have a spell that can force. Nice two-way tip hit, wow. Okay,
yeah,
Sammy
really
about to fix this guy's entire spirit.
You're seeing why right now.
Yeah, like Rock could, or maybe even Giant, those could both like help you force a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, Alice has no way to get out of missing purple power. Like, she can't jump over it, she can't go through it, she can't invincible her way through it. So she basically just has to actually deal with it, unlike basically everyone else in the cast.
Yeah. Nice.
So you actually want to pick Giant if you can in this matchup, which is kind of hilarious because you don't want to in basically any other matchup.
Yeah, you generally don't. Yeah, it's just such a bad, like, not bad, but like such a generally gimmicky spell.
Reimu can just kill the entire timer on it by using barriers and then teleporting through.
Well, yeah.
Like, there's nothing you can do. It's completely useless on Reimu.
Remy can just, I don't know, hit walk and just go through it whenever she sees startup.
Yep.
Like, you can kind of, like, so you can kind of gamble on the horn turn, but, like, there's ways around it. Like, there's something of a guessing game, but it's not very heavily weighted. Also, here's the thing I remembered about Remy versus Alice, actually. If you counter hit walk, if you counter hit the dash, the Gray's dash, on almost every other character you can do dash B6A into a combo. On Alice you can't. There's something with a hurt box that stops it. It's just Alice.
Yeah, I believe that.
There's something about just how high her, like, hurt box is compared to her collision box at all times.
The cast has a juggle box that is actually off the ground level because you. So Reimu has this combo where you do the high crush. It bounces them off the wall behind her. She does the high crush again, and she goes into slide kick.
Yeah. This
only works in half the cast because the rest of them are too high up to hit. They actually just completely skip over the hitbox and they're landing.
Right. Yeah. Their hurt boxes don't hang down low enough. Yeah. Okay. There's also kind of the same problem that like Remy has comboing Sakuya, where like she's otherwise really chunky, but like her collision box is really high up. Like her collision box is really far down,
yeah,
so like
she
low
can't
juggles
go
don't
through
work.
Stuff very easily. She actually doesn't cross under very well.
That too. Surprisingly, looking at that dash, it's also just you can't really low juggle Sakuya just because of how quickly she hits the ground. Okay. We got our frames are back.
The queen of cross-undering in this game is definitely Marissa, though, because her dash is just so low.
Yeah, Marissa and maybe Remy, just for the walk. Like, Remy for closer, Marissa for everything, really. Alice, too. Alice has a pretty good dash, too.
Alice has a pretty good everything.
Yeah. Except damage in a vacuum, okay? It's balanced.
The thing about Alice is that as players get better, her damage scales up in a way other characters don't.
Yeah.
She's very reliant on the skill of the player.
Because other players don't eat stupid starters in a vacuum as much. Yeah. But all right, that's a commanding 2-0 from Sammy. Good job containing the situation. And
Needs
just
more black hole usage.
Not giving Kuriz a lot of space. So, Sammy takes it 2-0 over Kuriz. And it's another certified classic. It's me and Void. This is my most played matchup. And the first good connection I get this entire tourney. I'll leave you to it.
Hooray.
Did I mute Mauve? What?
No, I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just checking to see.
I'm just not saying anything.
Yeah.
I'm drinking my tea.
I'm just making sure I turned off mic and OBS and not audio.
Trying to wake up.
Sako-san, I like your Remy.
I feel like this matchup is very even across the board, mostly because both characters can kind of ignore each other's bullshit and just melee each other to death. Yeah, I don't think there's anything special in this matchup, it's just kind of a slugfest. Some matchups are like that, you just gotta slug it out. I'm just spacing out watching the pretty colors here because it's been a day. I did not sleep much last night. Oof, missed that combo. In essence, there's not a lot of real hard footsies here before they declare because they can just kind of ignore each other. So it's kind of a lot more direct guessing back and forth. One of the big problems of picking chain is that you are always going to want to go for a low because that's the easiest way to land it, and it actually makes you somewhat more predictable across the board if you're fishing for chain because it's the best way to land it, and you're definitely going to want to do that. So people are just going to block low. That's a nice combo to hit. Nice meaty. Cross, whatever. Red the Nightless Castle. There you go. Power spells are not really that good, but the thing is that, like, they control the space directly above you, and you have nothing else that does that. And that's actually pretty handy against characters that like to just kind of hover over your head, and Suiko likes to do that. So I actually think it's a pretty legit choice on Suiko. Before Declare, we're really just trying to build meter, honestly, because that's basically how this matchup goes. It's not the kind of matchup you're going to see like perfecting, because basically it's just you're just slugging it out as much as you can. Ouch. Ooh. Ooh, you lost it. On the other hand, the damage is still pretty solid. You just gotta watch out for bombs. O-bombs are -3. And basically, you can't really feasibly punish neutral or O-bomb, or neutral or offensive bombs, but you can punish defensive bombs. Ooh, got the loop. That's a pretty difficult one to land, too. Honk. Ooh, oh, that's big. That's actually huge. That could basically, it won't kill, but it will make it very hard for Millie to come back from. So that keeps draining energy for, yeah, a long time. Like, you will not have any spirit at all for like 20 seconds. And that is pretty much a death sentence against someone like Suika, who has a lot of clean highs and lows. Chain is difficult to land, but when it lands, it's basically a game winner. If that had been 2C instead, that would have been like 3k damage right there. Very patient blocking there. I probably would have DP'd that personally. the ground punch actually has a melee component, if I remember right. So like when she hits the ground, it's melee, and then the actual bullets come out a little bit later. So it's a lot more dangerous than it looks. Crunch. I'm not sure I would have done that ender. I think they could tech that ender and punish you for it. But they didn't. Just cross through each other. I'm watching in Spectator. I imagine you're seeing all the rollbacks on the actual stream. Clong. I love the counter hit sound in this game so much. It's just like, you screwed up, boom. You gotta space Vermilia out. She's a very fixed range character that works both for her in her advantage and against her. You can have very specific spacing, which will punish her if you space it out right. Ha! The O-bomb. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Right at the buzzer. Didn't kill, but that's a lot of damage. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, we're not. I'm pretty sure Suika could have killed off that. Crossed yourself up. The classic. Suika's air backdash and air dash is probably the worst in the game, so she really doesn't want to spend too much time floating around in the air if she can. She prefers to just do a lot of low air shenanigans, if at all possible. But she doesn't really move very well once she's up in the air. Having declared that early is probably not good. Really, I can kind of wait this one out. Oh, that's a bad... That would have been a really good confirmed land. Bad drop. Something that's not really appreciated, I don't think, is just how much spirit damage Suika's melee does on block. Like, if you just land a random JB... Oh, wow. Good confirm. Yeah, like a random JB on a blocking opponent, it does a lot of spirit damage. Kind of gambled on that dash there without a bomb to back it up with. It worked out. Yeah, the way stocks work in this game is it actually pressures you to be a lot more aggressive than you would normally want to be, because you really don't want to deal with a lot of stocks on the enemy. Like, if you look at early play of this game, you'll find that players are very defensive, and people tend to build up huge stocks a meter and just kind of wait it out and lame it out. And if you compare this to like newer play, even Japanese play, like, they will push much more aggressively because they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with high amounts of stock on the enemy. So I think it's actually a pretty interesting dynamic how that's worked out, because you can't play defensively that much anymore. Yeah, 7-minute long matches don't happen as much as they used to. Like, they used to be a lot more common than they are now. Nowadays it's probably close. I think the median is probably closer to like 4 or 4.5 minutes. Yeah, just let Remy have 9 spears. What could possibly go wrong? So these days, like, IaMP play is much more aggressive than it was way back then, and the tiers have changed to reflect that. Characters that do better when they're defensive tend to have fallen off a lot. With the exception of Sakia, because she's just the best at everything. Sakia is the one character who actually wants to lame it out, even nowadays, because she just doesn't care. Boom! Fireworks. Yeah, if you do 2C and 2C 6B, you basically just do a bajillion damage. 6B counter hit the 2C to JB. So this game has gut scaling, and that means that when you're lower on health, you actually take less damage. And that benefits, like, massively single-hit damage, like Remelia's Spear, because it doesn't get scaled as harshly. Basically, you go down to 75% of your normal damage when you're near death. And it scales linearly, so... A combo that does 5k at the beginning will only do, like, 4k or less near the end. I remember the very early Soku demos had 50% gut scaling, which is kind of ridiculous, or not Soku, Hisoten. 50% was ridiculous. They toned that back down to a more reasonable value. Clone. Yeah, so the thing is, because Remelia is a fixed range character, you can just stand at a specific range and she can't air dash on you. If she tries to air dash, she just gets cloned. there's ranges you want to stand in when you're fighting against Vermilia, and ooh, that almost hit. Nope, you can't just do that raw. Well, good fight.
I cracked at the end for no reasonable reason, but otherwise, like, I had no regrets. It was a good game.
Yeah. That was a little greedy at the end there.
It was. I got really sick of looking at 1.5 rounds of empty bombs. That takes its toll on you. Alright, well, that's that. I wonder if Friday will be back. Friday ahead. Oh, no. I'm not marking that down yet. There we go. He took it this time. Alright, we still got Sammy versus Void for Losers Finals. Losers Finals is still first to 2, just in the interest of not taking all day.
Reimu can actually flash kick through Gungnir. It's hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, she can use the high flash kick to go through it.
Even level 2?
Yep.
Okay, that's weird. Because, like, I know there's, like, single-digit moves that can go under, like, level 2 spear. It's just because of how gigantic it is.
It's really, really hard to do on reaction, though. Partially because this game's input interpreter is so bad sometimes.
Yeah. Also, I'll just say, like, a lot of the counter hits I ate there, I just saw, like, this is an interaction I've seen like 20 times, and I shouldn't be doing this kind of thing.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I wonder what our stats are at. I think they're dead even right now. Who knows? It's been a good run. I won't complain. I lost to pretty much exactly who I expected to lose to. I also expected to lose to Garmfield, but hey. I don't know. I feel like he cracked mentally when he picked Alice.
I don't know what that choice was about, honestly. It didn't seem like a good pick to me.
It's kind of like those moments where I pick Yu against Void for no conceivable reason. And 3 games of 80-second 0-2 later, I realize I should just go back to Remy. Like, play your best, people, not your worst. Alright, so...
I mean, I pull out Yuyuko sometimes. It works out.
Yeah, I mean, she's a funny character, you know? She's something of an FT1 character, like, once a year. Or, like, a casuals character, like, you know. But okay, here comes Void. Let's see. I'm gonna be extremely upset if he loses this one now. No, not that. Okay, losers finals, yeah, okay, and player 1 is... Okay, we got all caps. We got people fighting in all caps. Okay, let's go. I know, I'm not saying he's supposed to win. I'm saying I'm going to be upset if he loses after that. But we're in finals now. We're in all caps territory. Sammy has a really good situation going on. Beats out a bomb there. Void with no bombs means technically Alice doesn't care about bombs, but not having bombs opens up a lot of situations of like high-low extra spirit drain with her B moves. Also, look at that chip up until now. Now here comes the clean high-low, low, high, high. There you go. Guess better. Or as I think they say in Marvel, don't complain. I think that's a Zoop Zoop moment, honestly. Alright, nice. Air still has room to air tech, so no bombs for Void. Still. Oof. Oof. Good spacing from Sammy, though. Like, a lot of angles where Void just doesn't have presence. Look at that 2A tip hit, though. That's gross. I'm moderately disgusted right now. Okay, this time he dodges the 2A.
Played properly is really mean. Like, you just can't really do much against her.
No, yeah. Really can't. Like, Alice is one of those, like, perfect on paper characters.
Yeah, she's the task character.
Kind of like, I'd say... Well, not Remy. Remy still has limits to movement, so she can't really pass.
No, Patchouli is the task character.
Yeah, Patch is the task character. Yeah. Oh, right. Loses semis. Thank you for the reminder. Absolutely cracky here. Alright, well, we got the declare, and he's running Giant. Okay, let's see how this goes. He's gonna Giant from this? Yes, absolutely. Gonna dodge the 2-1-4s. And now what?
Should have jumped.
Now you just sit there in declare recovery at no spirit, just waiting to be crushed. Well, yeah, Loser's Finals is still first to 2, so even if Freudia gets DQ'd after this from absence, we're gonna have winner versus dollar right after this. Nice dodge, good dodge. Alright. But Sammy's far from out. Sammy still has 4 grenades sitting, maybe 5 depending on how much stock he can farm during these 4.5k units.
If you want to use Missing Purple Power, you gotta be closer to the corner. It doesn't work that far out.
You kind of have to box in this area, because otherwise you just slow and you can't really threaten at range. But here we see that patented Alice instant air dash jump A. Also that grenade there, yeah, that's what they call a type 3 move. It's basically a bullet, but it has no graze flags on it, just in case. So you can't beat it with physical invulnerability, and you can't graze it.
I don't know why we adopted the word name type 3 for that, but it's what stuck, so.
Isn't it, well, I mean, isn't it like, you know, like, physical is type 1, bullet is type 2?
Yeah, I just don't know where it came from, honestly.
Yeah, same.
It's the term we've always used, therefore we will always use it.
I mean, I can't think of a better term for it, right? Like, you could say greater bullet or something, but that doesn't really, that's just clunky.
Yeah. The main thing about it is that since it's not melee or bullet, you can't graze it, and you don't get any of the protection you get otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically a bullet, but like there's only graze. There's no like projectile invulnerability. So the no graze flag means you can't get through it. That's why full invulnerability beats it anyway, because there's just no hurt box. Because like most invulnerability is just hurt boxes with flags on them. Basically, from what I've gathered from Frame Viewer at least. I don't know if there's a significance in being like no graze versus not bullet, but I don't know.
Sounds like Fruitia wants to be DQ'd because they're not going to be able to make it for finals.
Oh well.
So it's up to you how you want to handle this one, I think.
But okay. Oh right, because Soku just has physicals and doesn't actually adopt them as numbered types. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because Soku has the whole, you know, graze drain density in bullets kind of thing. Yeah, okay.
Is this where I take Fruitia's place and win the tournament?
If we have a European person go through in the interest of the frames, I'd say, yeah, Or not. Do you actually want to, or are you just throwing that out?
I'm not sure my internet's stable enough, honestly, so I'm not sure I should.
Yeah. Okay, but while I wasn't looking, health has been evened out. Again with the 5B for Oki. Okay, interesting. Interesting choice, since Alice can just dash B, wake up through it. Like, obviously it's not something any sane person would do, but why would you gamble? Oof. One more thing that really sucks about Suika.
Oh, Suika's scheduled for 45 minutes. Yeah, we better just skip ahead, dude.
Yeah, 45 minutes sounds like we barely have time for grand finals.
How much time IaMP takes?
Yeah. Also, the thing about Suika is she kind of loses out on frame data, really. She has nothing, for instance, that can fill a 7-frame gap. That's why you saw me winning out of Void's block dash 3B and my block 6A a lot. Because, like, my 6A is -1 and his is, like, 0. 6B is a 6-frame button, so, like, Suika can't fill a 7-frame gap at all. And, like, that kind of shows every now and then. Like, it doesn't sound as canned on frame data relevant as it sounds like, but Suika just doesn't really have a lot of up-close mash buttons.
Yeah, it's actually really important to have a really quick jab in some matchups.
Yeah. Like, that's also where Marisa shines, considering how good 2A and 5A are.
It's why I think Patchouli players need to use 2A more, because it's surprisingly good.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I've been beaten out of things. Like, I got used to Remy just being allowed to just do 5A walk. And then someone, I don't know, Crow whips out the 2A, and I'm like, wait, this isn't my matchup.
Yeah, the first time that was used, I mean, I got real confused. I wasn't expecting it to actually work, and then I checked the frame data, I was like, what?
Patch can
Seriously?
mash? Patch can mash out of things? Multiple question marks?
Yeah, is forfeiting, it sounds. Okay.
And the perfect timing to get that. Okay, well, we're skipping losers. We're skipping losers finals and going straight to grands. Sammy has definitely leveled up a lot. Can't contest that at all. All right, Sammy takes it 2-0. All right, so, and we're gonna advance $, submit score, and we're going to advance Sammy, and we're going to DQ Freudia through elimination, and we're having the run back. Unfortunately, it had to be this way, but hey. If there's any silver lining here, it's that we'll be out of here by today instead of tomorrow. Thank you, Mauve. No, Freudia said still 40 more minutes. Yeah. In the interest of time, I'm keeping that FD2. Okay, one of these days I'm going to remember to actually hit the spectate. So, first to 3 grand finals now. The moment we get our people in here. So,
Yep.
it'll happen in just a moment.
It's just random.
These things happen, unfortunately. I was looking
That's how
forward
it goes.
to seeing everyone, but hey.
You know who we haven't seen yet? Ramo.
Raimu, yep. Is
You're
this the...
spectating through me. I'm gonna reconnect so you can spectate first. Hold on.
Okay. Okay, sure.
You can be first spectator. Let me know when you're in.
Alright, just a moment then. Target isn't character selected. Okay, cool. I'm in. So...
Okay. Yeah, I just don't want to be first spectator because I can cause some lag sometimes.
From losers bracket on player 2, Sammy is coming in for the roll, the run back, not the rollback, and on player 1.
Jam stream.
What?
Talk about rollbacks now.
Yeah. It is. I've been endorsing them for a while though, very quietly, just. All right, nice. Just dash up 5A. A lot of disruption here, making sure Alice doesn't really play. More focus on disruption than reward there. Pretty good choices from Dollar.
This matchup is hard for Alice because Alice has trouble getting stuff going against Marissa, who can just kind of bully Alice once she gets in.
Yeah, like she's really fast too, and like projects hitboxes to like alarming distances. Really fast, so yeah. It's very explosive. Speaking of exploding. Speaking of exploding right now. Alright, he still has one more solid hit in life. Still not dead. Still not dead. Okay, now he's dead. Okay.
Clone.
Look at that jump B though. Look at that jump B though.
Look at that knee.
It's a pretty good button. Now, Sammy has a long hill to climb, so if things go even, we're going to be here for a while. Got a long hill to climb and a tall road to go. Oh, sorry. Mouse cursor. Yes. Thank you. Alright, but pretty good deterrence from Sammy here. He just needs to claim a bit more screen space and we're good. We're good. Okay, Sammy's pretty good right now. Alright, setting up the 2-on-4s. Getting ready for the no tech. Okay, no, that's the front tech setup. Okay. Nice. Self-drain, though. Oof. And after dash 3B, that's +2, by the way. But Dollar, you know, you can't respect what you don't know about. Nice. Good deterrence, but again, look at how fast Marissa is. A lot of characters, our dashes couldn't have cleared that. Again, projecting that broom really far ahead. Gets in that jump A dead zone. Betcha Sammy wasn't expecting that. Alright, bit less damage.
So
yeah, grenade scales pretty badly and it's still over 2k easy.
I mean, it's just 60% life down in like 30 seconds.
Yeah. It's kind of a Marisa moment, really. Okay, he's in the dead zone. Nice.
You have to get the finish.
Yeah, he knows. I hope to God he knows by now. Nope.
Viewers might not know. The Mesospark has an active hitbox all the way through. Like, even when it's just a tiny little sliver, it's the full-size hitbox. And if you try to touch it from behind, you will fall on your ass.
It's the back blast.
But also, it's sad.
It's the master fart, they called it sometime, I think. I don't like that name, but I do think it's fitting. Alright, here's a crush with the Hora. Pretty good. Another one for the kill range chip. Yeah.
Master Spark entirely. I'll have a little bit of time left for it, but not enough to... That was a really risky 5C right there. Like, if Marissa had done the Master Spark right there, that would have been over.
Yeah. But he didn't. Alright. He is one A normal or bullet away from death, and that's where it shows. I like the chip.
Eat a random bullet and die.
I like the chip choice for the Horai after the crush, though. Alright, nice dash under, but you can't get away from the dash A. So you just gotta hit her with your own dash B. Alright, physical DP there. That's the ADP. Looking for another.
Alice's low crush, the thing she does where the little dolls come out at her feet, you can actually graze that. That's not a melee attack.
Yeah, it's a free bullet, which is free spirit damage, but also like crushes if you high block.
Yeah, if you get them blocking something else, it's absolutely free spirit damage on them, which is really helpful.
Nice, nice, good little dodge on the 2-2A. Bit too far from the wall to get any juicy damage.
If there was nothing she could do, believe me. Alice has a lot of stuff she can do. It's just not as easy as all her other stuff.
Yeah, it's not as, like, you know, you can't fight certain characters as easily. She's never helpless. She's never helpless the same way someone like Yu is.
Yuko, sometimes you're just sitting there blocking for 60 seconds and you're like, do I get to play yet?
And the answer is almost always no. It sucks almost as much as the fact that her fastest area is 17 frames.
The dolls coming down, you can actually just walk right through them, and that can screw people pretty badly. We call it a block switch.
It wasn't enough of a thing to kill, really, but like it's still like extra damage. Nice, good crush with the orreries, and dash B. All right,
Bonk.
Cool. Sammy taking it back, 1-0. Or 0-1 if we're going by player slots, which is a convention I really wish people adopted instead of going by whoever's leading first.
Yuko versus Alice is a hilarious matchup because Alice can't actually approach Yuko safely because of flip. So Yuko just sits there in the corner for like 90 seconds just blocking, doing nothing. Like, yeah. She doesn't get to play at all.
I think that's one of the honorary competitors for like worst matchup in the game, right? Yu Alice.
It's pretty bad.
Oh boy.
Claw. Counter hit too much. Can't do that.
It was all fun and games till the stars started flying. I mean, this is still winnable, but he's kind of bled like 5k for no reason. Nice dodge on the beam. Scary, scary, scary.
I feel like you probably could have guard crushed though, so like a standing A or something.
But again, yes, he can definitely make it happen. A lot of weird walk-unders. Which is technically good, but Marisa's so fast you can't really, like, alter positioning.
Bonk.
She's kind of in the driver's seat in that sort of situation. Like, otherwise, if someone's hovering over you, if you got something like, I don't know, like, Remy versus Suika, Suika's hovering, like, Remy walks so fast she takes the pace. Marisa just flies too fast.
Yep. Also, Alice has no bombs going into the second round here, and that is really bad.
That's really, really dangerous. Okay, that's one, though. Make that none a one. So that's good. Oh, no. Oh, no. Jumpy, though. 3.6, and it wasn't even
Still,
optimal.
when you're off by like a tiny hair, you get counter hit for it.
Yep. Very, very familiar feeling. And that's just how quickly these things can just spiral out of control. This is why I consider Marisa really frustrating to fight, because at some point the mental exhaustion just catches up and you run into something stupid and just die from like an 8k life lead.
Yep.
It's just always this war of attrition with her.
Gotta be careful.
Also, Marisa has really good corner carry air guard break strings from air block on top of everything else. And that's, I think, a pretty good sign. That's a pretty defining sign of a top tier IaMP as well. Not necessarily top tier. A lot of them have them, but you know.
Honestly, in this game, you can pretty much chart tiers by their gravity level. I'm not kidding.
See, now that you mention it, you're not terribly wrong.
Characters that fall quickly tend to be much better in this game overall, because they spend less time in a vulnerable state.
Yeah. Marisa's weird, because she, like, moves so... Her movement's so light, but then she just, like, drops like a rock. It's so weird. She moves in every direction really fast. Like, she falls quickly, she climbs quickly, she runs quickly, she dashes quickly. Walk speed, too, just in case. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Doesn't go for the guard break there. Oh, and the walk under into 5B. He's dead. Now, what I'm hoping for is that he doesn't tilt too hard from it.
Crouch mash.
Because I would absolutely tilt from that. That stings. Okay, too late for a guard break there. That's okay. Just maintaining the corner there. 6-8 technically gives Marisa the turn, but you know, the spacing's kinda... There's nothing to be taken by Marisa. Doesn't actually even get to dash under that.
Marisa hits like a truck on counter hits. If you don't get counter hit, you don't take a lot of damage from Marisa, generally speaking. But as you can see from the stars flying everywhere, that's a lot of counter hits.
Yeah.
She's one of those characters. You can't afford to get caught hitting a button out.
Yeah. You always have to play control. You never really, like, play the offense in that way. But the good thing is, like, most matchups, Alice just plays control either way.
Yeah, like, see, that wasn't a counter hit, so you really didn't get a whole lot off it.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. We plus, we hidden buttons. We beaten dash B. Not anymore. Okay, cool. Dash 3B, that's +2. Don't mash. Spark, but okay, it's a block. It's a block. And a crush, too. He was just barely off full spirit. So he doesn't really get the kill off of this. He does!
Yep, you can definitely kill off that.
I wonder why he's trying to be so cute with the instant air dash jump B when he could just super jump B.
That's not a cute thing. That's a legit combo thing. You can do that because you gets you more. You can combo off that again after you get that.
Oh, okay. I thought it just ended there. Okay, never mind then.
No, it doesn't end. It doesn't end there.
Okay. I'm done. All right, but now we got one of those capital letters Alice situations going on.
This is technically an infinite block string. You can't actually get out of it if it's done correctly, but
feels bad.
Wasn't done correctly there.
Spirit will catch up eventually, basically. Self drain drop feels bad. Ooh, that's a rare counter hit. We got footage. We got every single fringe situation represented, like Alice 623 hitting someone. Alright, nice dash ace, swats out of the air. I just gotta take a moment to recap and say, like, everyone's playing, like, infinitely better than they, like, would be if this was just casuals. Like, everyone's actually on their A game. Not even kidding.
2-1 Marisa.
2-1, yes, 2-1 to Dollar. So Dollar is on tournament point. And 2 games later, Sammy can subject himself to up to 5 more games of Marisa. I feel like this is the part where you really see when stamina starts catching up to players.
Yep,
it's been a long tourney. Oh wow, that hits high. Alright, nice. Got the 5C in the corner, but Dollar's ready. Very conservative from both sides, resetting the situation. But, like, you know, Dollar can afford to be conservative. He's like 4K ahead again. I don't know about this no declare. There's no situation to hold. There you go. There we go. 3 grenades. Gotta make it happen. Okay, one wasted, unfortunately. It looked like it would hit, though.
No, I didn't think that was going to connect.
No, okay. Yeah, that could have been, like, a failed block
You got
confirm.
hit really high to get the bomb move.
I think he wanted it on block there. Oh, nice, nice. Good bait on the bomb.
Careful on those bombs.
Oh, I should really move Sammy's scoreboard entry. Actually, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. There we go. Alright, but there's not a lot to say there. That was an Alice situation. Gets bombed out, but now Dollar has no bombs. Dollar has no bombs, which opens up a lot of Spirit Drain opportunities for Sammy. Sammy on 2 bombs as well, a lot of conversion potential, and not losing defense for it as well. Okay, now he's allowed to do his Bs. That's nice. 2A doesn't get him out. It disrupts a little, but it doesn't get him out. Good DP. Good DP. Sammy a little antsy with the timing there, I suppose. Oh no, there you go. Orreries. Orreries, that's cheat codes, man.
Yeah,
this spell is cheat codes.
Onion rings are strong in this game.
He's dead. No? Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna kill.
I think he was going for a 2-2A and just forgot one of the 2s. Oh no, he let go of block. I think he was buffering dash off the crush. IaMP has a thing where if you're in block stun, you can let go of block, but crush and stagger are states that will remove your block, like absolute guard. So if you let go of block, you will stop blocking for like stagger crush states.
Yep.
I think he was buffering off the crush. Which, I mean, understandable. It was just a little off. It would have been the right play. But it was just airtight. Gets away with murder with that DP.
Supers in this game in general are very big girl damage.
Extremely. Like, Orreries is... It's not exceptional, but it's definitely really, like... It's definitely up there in, like, Gungnir tier of just stupid burst damage.
I mean, even Mei-Ling has good damage off her level 2s.
Yeah. Mountain Crusher into dash A bomb into another is like 6.5, right?
It's incredibly stupid.
That's a meme starter, though. You're not going to find it. Like, you got to hit a really
Honestly,
slow
the
super
meme
roll.
combo I've always wanted to land in a match, I was never able to do it, was double blue orb for Ramo.
Oh no.
I've done it in training.
Oh, by the way, that's the tourney.
Oh, rip.
It was an excellent showing from everyone. Thank you, everyone, for showing. I'd like to take the chance...
Have we got time still? Have we got time for a bit?
We're at 8:35, and I don't know if Soku's taking off at, like, 9. I'm not sure. Why?
Here's your final boss match.
Oh, okay, okay. I see how it is. I see how it is.
My internet's a little spotty, so it might be a bit chunky, but yeah. We need some rainbow representation in here.
All right, then. All right, then. Let's do it. Nice. All right, all right, all right. We got Mauve versus Dollar. We got Mauve versus Dollar. We got Reimu versus Marisa. We got Torneko versus Toho. This is last Reitaisai. That was a really good match, by the way. Dollar running it through with a 1cc. Congratulations, by the way, Dollar. 3-1 winners finals. Clean run.
That. I'm going to deafen here, so.
All right, wonderful. It's been wonderful having you on commentary. Thank you very much.
Yep, take it easy.
All right, well, Dollar's 1cc run. One credit clear. All right, so We got True Final Boss Mauve. We got, I'd call it an FD2, but it depends on how long they're willing to go. There we go. I think that's good. That's good, yes. Okay, you know what? I'll just take that off. All right. Okay. We got Mauve versus Dollar. Mauve going in. Nice air block. Recovers just in time for the DP. He knows. All right. Again, looking for, I think, a DP. B or A or B. It's a little underwater. It's a little underwater. But hey, we got, you know, you gotta hit that diversity quota. All right. That was, yeah, Mauve just taking a moment to appreciate far B. Yeah, it's very like Mauve's internet has not been the best from what I gather lately, so it was worth a shot. You know, it's worth a shot. Nice jump B back hit, by the way. That's disgusting. I hate it. From what I understand, they're pretty close to each other. Like, they should have a pretty good connection. It's just their, you know, Mauve's internet isn't at its best right now. Yeah. Some people have good Wi-Fi, other people have bad wired. That's just how it is. Enjoy this banger, by the way. For as long as it lasts. Thanks, Lunadial. All right, that ends on a 0-0.
I tried. My internet's just not up to par right now.
Understandable. I hope everyone liked the show match. It was really good. We got our character diversity quota met, so we are officially done with Hour of Twilight, Immaterial, and Missing Power on the 23rd of January at 2040 finish time. We have 20 minutes to spare until Soku comes on. I would like to, before we say anything else, I would like to formally extend a thanks to, at the very least, Shimatora and Tessiro for running actual TO logistics. Oh. Toroneko-san, are you watching? Dollar wants to play. Okay, no, there's Dolly's IP, yeah. We got 20 minutes. We can get some Tourney action in here. See what an exceptionally clean Reimu looks like. There's a lot of differences between IaMP and Soku. That's not a quick answer. They're completely different games. They're the same dev, there's parallels, characters can have somewhat similar kits, but they are completely different games. They are not comparable. But we are getting Toroneko on, and this is Japan's finest.
Yeah.
Very
It's a
clean.
shame my
Rainbow.
internet's acting up right now. This is why I didn't enter, by the way, because it does this sometimes. And
Yeah, I can see it now, yeah. But, okay.
it just does this sometimes. I have no control over it.
Okay, we have Toroneko on...
So Toroneko is... You want to get the center, by the way?
What?
The match isn't really centered on screen.
Yes, 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 I'll get it. I'll get it in just a moment. Wait, what the hell am I doing?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? No, 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 why am I moving that? Okay, 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 okay. I fixed it. I fixed it. Okay, okay. Just bear with me. Okay, cool. Okay, so Toroneko, to my understanding, is the person who is quite possibly the least scared of Remy on the planet, from what I understand.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets that matchup, but he did that matchup so much better than I do.
He just doesn't, like, yeah, Remy just doesn't phase him.
So way back when, like, back in the old days when Japan started playing with us with Rollcaster, Toroneko was one of the early adopters, and he actually wasn't nearly as good as he is now. Like his mid-screen was actually not that great.
Right.
And then he copied everything that I did, and
and just did it better? Or,
yeah, pretty much.
I guess that's kind of a thing through like tech osmosis, where when you absorb someone else's tech and put it on top of your own game plan, you don't get this sort of like self-bias sort of filter on that tech. You sort of make it work from like an outsider perspective.
Yeah. Rainbow in this game is kind of like the Dulcine archetype, honestly. She's got... Like, obviously, she doesn't have the big normals. You'd think Alice would be that, but...
Well, yeah.
Rainbow has the teleports, the slides, she's got...
Honestly, I think Jump A serves a lot of that purpose, because it's like, it's
really
a very
nasty.
Alice-y Jump A, but without the dead zone. I think it sort of fulfills a kind of similar role as like some of Dulcine's deterrents, like low dive kicks and stuff.
Yep, and she's got pretty solid combos off of her ranged pokes, which not all... Like, she doesn't have stubby normals like a lot of other characters do.
Yeah. Alright, but we got Toroneko, the Vampire Slayer himself, versus Dollar's 1cc run. We'll see how long he goes. Not keeping score. Nice,
I played
okay.
Dollar last night too, and I think it ran fine, so I don't know what's going on here.
I am kind of sad I couldn't get to see that through. See that set, but hey.
Yeah. I gotta move. Anyway. Rainbow has the cheapest bullets in the game, which means she can just kind of sustain a really long spread of bullets for a while. But the way Spirit regeneration in this game works is that there's a full second before you start to regenerate Spirit in this game. So if you can't just sustain bullets forever, you have to take a break once in a while.
Yeah, regen cooldown kind of works against Rainbow in that sense. In the same way it doesn't really work against, say, Marisa, who just tosses out like one or two far Bs and then
Right,
she
or
gets...
Sakia, who just kind of throws out everything at once and then just runs along.
She dumps 80 Spirit in one sequence, and then it's like, well, okay, I'm regenerating now.
Yep.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Rainbow's
Rainbow's like...
have more longer sustained sequence.
Yeah.
She wants to use her bullets all the time.
Yeah, which is really bad, just because of regen cooldown. But, you know. I suppose if regen cooldown didn't work the way it did, Rainbow would probably be, like, ridiculously oppressive. He's from Japan.
Yep.
They're playing because their connection is actually pretty decent. Dollar to Toroneko is a pretty decent connection. Boop. 1-1, by the way.
Oof. Yeah, there's not much coming back from that.
Torneko sings a lot of
Rainbow
praise
is
about
not
Dollar.
easy to block at all. Rainbow is kind of tricky to block.
No,
honestly.
not at all.
Especially once you start mixing up the animations with other things, because you know what they look like. It's nasty.
Yeah.
Rainbow doesn't really do a lot of damage. Like she can bust out some like 2.5, 3k once in a while, but she mostly just doesn't do a lot.
Yeah, it's all very situational. But like on the flip side, Reimu's also one of those characters who like has impossible situations from very small actions, right? Like you can just do like very small actions that would be safe against a lot of other characters, but Reimu just has something set up for it very often.
Yep. She's got a tool for everything. You just have to know all of them.
Yeah, just like
she's that kind of character.
You know, the answers, like the narrow answers for everything archetype. Kind of a curse in a way, but like very powerful.
That's gonna hurt.
But he's out of skills now. Nice, good. Declares on the 2-2A, good job. And the 5A deterrent.
Yeah, he's fishing for that guard crush way too much.
All right.
Torneko adapts really fast. You can't just keep building at the same thing for a while.
1-0 for Torneko. Actually, you know what? I am keeping score. So, but yeah, I don't remember what I had something almost. So I had something say where I pretended I know about Reimu, but it's probably better I forgot about it.
I'm the Rainbow expert here.
Yes, you are. I'll concede that any day. All right, yeah. In the interest of
actually has to be pretty careful about using lows in this matchup because Marissa Butt just goes directly over all of them. Like goes over slide kick, goes over the low.
Yeah.
This stick twirl.
It's being like frame one high
profile.
Not
really free to use those in this matchup. Also, Torneko's adapted, so this is.
Yeah. Game one's over. He now has the necessary information.
Downloaded.
It's over. It's over. I was about to say make it FT2 in the interest of time, but then last round happened, and I was like, yeah, I think we're gonna be done very much on time. In that sense, I'm glad Dollar. In that sense, I'm glad like Dollar won because I'm not sure anyone else would have had much of a playable connection to Torneko. Maybe Sammy, but I have a playable connection to him, so he's probably further from Japan. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like, get this over with before 9, so Sokugan can like set up. Okay, Dollar still has a chance. Dollar has his chances. You know, never count out Marisa. What's your opinion on the Reimu Marisa matchup anyway, by the way?
It's slightly Marisa advantage. It's not hugely advantage, it's just slightly.
5.2.
Like 5.5 or something.
Right.
Like, Marisa can hit like a truck, but Marisa actually has a pretty hard time getting in on Rainbow. And you also notice that my style is pretty different from Torneko's. I use a lot of barriers instead.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what I've gathered too. Like, it's sort of like, it's less Marisa wins and more Reimu loses kind of matchup.
Yeah. The big thing is you just don't want to get counter hit, but Rainbow can keep a distance long enough so she doesn't have to get into range all that often. Yeah. The biggest worry is just getting swatted out of the air with the dash broom.
That was like 3 different layers, and Dollar guessed wrong on the last one. On the most binary one.
It's a hard mix-up.
It is. The bomb got him. Nice declare, though. Gets out of needles from 0 on block. That's surprising. I think Marisa has a bit of a fast declare, yeah. Like, there's variable speed declares. Like, I know Remy's is slower, for instance.
There's a chart of them somewhere on the wiki. I remember making it at one point.
Okay, but that's it. Okay. True final boss Torneko has arrived to mop up.
Okay. Yep. And there's your Rainbow.
Well, they're free to keep.
I'm sorry I couldn't do this.
Well, honestly, yeah. Okay, I'll just tell them this is the... They can keep going, but I'm not going to pretend to... I'm not going to pretend to commentate anymore. I'm instead going to take the chance to, once again, close this out. Close out the tourney. So basically, thank you to Tessiro and Shimatora for actually arranging the thing. The whole Tessiro collab event is really cool. I love it. I love the idea. Gets IaMP some attention. Sokugan gets to run their thing. EFZ. Like, you know, Tessiro gang, we're all family. That means our games don't get along, but it's okay. Other than that, I would obviously like to thank Mauve for showing up, for being here on commentary, despite some pretty terrible time zone circumstances.
So sleepy.
Soon. Thank you for being the expert voice here. Thank you to all our players for bringing their A game. I cannot overstate this. This is way different from casuals. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not saying this
really
to be nice.
Good there.
But yeah, up next we're gonna have Soku run by Tessiro. The very TO. Yo, what was that conversion? Oh, and Aok. I actually forgot about the
Marissa
game.
just does that sometimes.
Yo, what was that conversion though? Shoutouts to that, like 6A cho'gall land. What?
Yeah, that's a Marissa thing.
Dollar giving us nice little end credits entertainment here. All right. All right. So yeah. Who do I still have left to thank? Yeah, IaMP Discord. Obviously, we haven't been too terribly active lately, but pop right in if you want to pick up the game. There's people of all levels. I'm probably the youngest, quote-unquote, active player there, but that doesn't mean...
I'm
that
almost
doesn't
certainly the oldest.
Yeah. Yep. Grumpy old man.
Dinosaur.
Don't ask him about netplay.
You can ask me about netplay for this game, just not any other game.
Yeah. Don't ask him to make another caster.
God, these mix-ups.
I was just getting hit from every direction.
Trying to get anything done against Rainbow Pressure is really hard because she just can do anything at any time, and you have to actually guess.
Yeah. Shoutouts to the Mizumi Wiki for once again providing, just every provider there for providing an exceedingly parsable English language resource. Thank you to Void for updating the Suica. I'm going to plug myself. I updated the Remy article. Update your articles if you play your characters. Spread the love. Document your tech. Thank you, Torneco, for providing us with a true final boss. Thank you, Mr. Vampire Slayer. I miss you guys. I'll come over when travel is allowed again. 老人ホームの皆様、ありがとうございました。本当にお世話になりました。Other than that, co-commentator Mauve, thank you very much. Organizers Shimatora, Tessiro, thank you very much. Today we're going to have Soku, and tomorrow, from what I understand, we're going to have EFZ and AOK, as they say. So stay tuned for those. I've been your host. It's been an excellent run. Thank you very much, everybody who joined. I hope to see the grand majority of you later. Pop in the IaMP Discord. Soku Gang has 4 more minutes to roll up, so I'm just going to bow out. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you in the future.
Take it easy. I'm going to go get some sleep.
You do that. Rest now. Thank you very much.